and impact a game about human
Test,
connection
test.
would make in 2021. So, from everyone at Deck Nine and our partners at Square Enix, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Test. Can you hear me?
Before we take a quick break, I have to tell you about Luna, Amazon's cloud gaming service that turns your TV into a gaming console. Now, if you haven't heard of Amazon, they're a little indie development studio.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Anyway, now
What's
for
up?
a limited time, new
Not much. I didn't even know that Game Awards was still a
The
thing.
bundle includes a Fire TV stick, 4K mouse,
that
and
is, I
Luna
mean-
controller, a high-performance controller
Yeah,
built
it's not much
for
difference
Luna.
than
Get it now at Amazon.com/gaming bundle.
the
We'll be
last
right
few
back
years.
with more Game Awards pre-show after this.
Well, I mean, there haven't been any new games in a long time. I'm looking for games to play, and there's nothing available.
Mhm.
Yeah, come check it out. We're gonna party hardy until we can't hardly party.
Ah.
And there's gonna be some surprise guests along.
Oh yeah.
I think
Jack
Harlow, yeah?
I think one is Jack Harlow.
Jack
Are you hearing it?
Come
An
by,
echo
party on
from me?
Pacific, And,
Hold on
go
one
to
second.
twitch.tv/native.
Just give me one. No, I don't hear an echo from you.
Are you hearing the Game Awards stream from me?
Let me see. Just give me- All right. Do you hear an echo from me?
No.
All right. Hold on. Give me 1 second, just because I'm trying to get the audio from the Game Awards itself synced with yours. Because if I watch it from here, it's going to be a second off.
Yeah.
Ragnarok is
So
here,
give me 1 second.
and it will take the full might of
Oh
your
yes.
tribe to hide from
It says the
So-
Game Awards starts in 24 minutes.
I think this is the
you are a
pre-show.
But they already did an award, didn't they?
Yes, Games for Impact, which was Life is Strange: True Colors.
Yeah, who didn't see that coming? I mean, I like Life is Strange True Colors. I don't think it was as good as Life is Strange or Before the Storm, but I mean, honestly, I think it probably wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have liked it as much if there were more games. If you get what I'm saying.
I think I hear you. The other games on the list, have you even heard of them?
What were they?
I think one of them was Life of Chicory.
Chicory. That was like a paintbrush game.
Yeah.
Hey
So I've heard of
everyone,
that one.
Welcome back. We are so happy to have you with us, whether you're in person or watching the stream. We pulled Reddit's
I am hearing the Game Awards from you.
Is for 2021
Uh,
Game of the Year, and the
Oh
winner
yeah,
here
Resident Evil
is
Village,
Resident Evil
one of the
Village.
games of the year.
And if you're on TikTok, use the hashtag.
Okay. What else is in the Game of the
Awards.
Years?
We are getting closer to the big
Deathloop,
show,
which
and
I've
people
heard
are
mixed
showing up
things
early.
I've heard it was
Uh,
mediocre at
Work,
best.
And they know better than to miss out on
Some
three of the
people say it's a
biggest world premieres in
masterpiece. I
gaming
think
that
a
we
lot
are
of
about to see.
sites
Roll the thing.
said it was a masterpiece.
hmm I've heard mediocre. Some people really liked it, and some people were like, eh.
And I think that's mostly because of the AI, and the enemy AI. I heard was the big problem.
Why am I hearing
Not
so
like
much
the design.
vibrations from my microphone?
Oh, KOF 15 has another open beta.
Yep. I don't know why I'm hearing noise from my microphone. It's on a shock mount. It's supposed to prevent these noises.
Alright, hold on. I have one more idea I want to try.
To KOF, the world's premier martial arts festival. The King of Fighters!
Okay. Oh yeah. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Alright.
Let me message Kit. See if he wants to join us.
It's about a 10-second delay. and I don't know if you can hear me. That is YouTube.
Right now, I'm barely hearing you.
All right, how about now?
You're still quiet. The hell is this? Manhunt? Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
DVD?
What?
No. Maybe it's getting its own DVD-like game.
I remember the Kartoba.
Well, it says it's based on true events.
Island and a dune sea.
I don't know what true events happened in Chainsaw Massacre. So maybe I haven't seen it.
I just want some games. This past year has been crap for games.
No, I hear. I'm wondering if, COVID put a lot of setbacks on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like everything's going to be like delayed a year or two.
Yeah, but if there's one, genre that COVID should not have affected, it's software.
Yeah. It's just the people that develop the software that have to be in a room together.
No, they don't. They can work from home.
Some people say,
Graphic artists need to be in the room together.
is this Eve Online?
I don't know.
Oh, did you watch the Dune reboot?
The what reboot?
Dune.
Yes.
I thought that was really good.
I thought it was fantastic. I was telling people they have to watch the original movie first. Because
Which I did.
But no.
good, because
I'm like,
as good as the new Dune was, there's something that Lynch does so much better than Villeneuve. Lynch compresses information. There's it's only a 90-minute movie, but he compresses so much information about the universe and the world and lore of Dune in that 90
And
minutes
now I
that
have
you
the
get
honor
so
of
much
announcing
information
the
out of
winners
it.
for 4
And then
esports
Villeneuve's
categories.
version
For best
is like
esports
2.5 hours
athlete,
long,
here are
and
the
there is no
nominees.
lore in the movie at
The Game
all.
Award goes to Simple.
The fuck is simple?
Congratulations.
Oh, these are athletes. Don't care.
And now here are your
Really? There was an
nominees
esport
for
athletes named Simp? They allowed that
And the
name
Game
to go
Award
through?
goes to Nadas Vincier.
I thought that was banned on Twitch.
Congratulations.
The word
Nadas.
simp, yeah.
What is an
For best
esports athlete?
coach, here are the nominees.
I mean, I understand.
And the Game Award
esports
goes to
competitor.
Coma.
Okay, Coma.
Congratulations, Coma. And for best esports event, here are the nominees.
I have not played
And
League
the
of
Game
Legends in a
Award
long
goes to
time.
2021 League of Legends World Championship.
Wait, the 2020
League of
what?
Legends World
When
Championship,
was the
and
League of Legends World Champions? That's how far out of the loop I am.
And now we have 3 more world premieres in a row ready for
All right,
you,
someone just
spanning
joined
all
the Discord.
different
I think that's
genres and
Kit.
niches.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Niches.
Yo.
Niches.
How you been?
And to start us off,
fucking didn't
rising
realize
from the
that was
ashes
the
to take
fucking
their
whatchamacallit.
rightful place as
Yeah,
Game
I
of
didn't know
World
either
once again.
until about an hour ago.
Telltale Games is back.
Yeah, I didn't know
better than
either.
ever,
Mr.
and
Invincible
cannot
just told me.
wait for you to see.
Who knows? Maybe we'll at least get a good announcement or two.
I've heard
I mean,
stories.
I hope so, because we've had nothing all
I know
year.
you've been a rock hopper.
You ain't kidding.
So
There's
you
really only
survived
one
crushing
game I
black
want
space.
right now, and that's Rogue Legacy 2.
Orthodox on series.
Everything else is just like fine, whatever, Sequels to more
It'll be a
games.
Rogue Legacy 2.
Yeah, Rogue Legacy 2. It's in
You'll
early
have any
access on
problems
Steam. I
killing
just want it for
inners or
consoles.
belters who
Did you play the
disagree
first one?
with
Yeah,
EVGA.
platinumed it. Loved it. Platinumed it twice because I 100% on Steam and 100% on PS4.
Oh wait, Rogue. I'm thinking of another game.
Rogue Legacy.
Oh,
I've
okay.
heard quite a bit
I was
about
thinking of
you,
Rogue Galaxy.
drummer.
Oh yeah, that was on PS2, and I think they did a remake of that. Wait, I know.
They did a remake, yes, but they didn't do
Is that Drummer?
a continuation.
Is this the Expanse? Is that Drummer?
It was ported on PS4.
It is The Expanse, and that is it's Telltale. Don't care. Damn it. I cared until it said Telltale.
Hi, I'm Kara G from Amazon's.
Oh, you still gotta play.
And I'm thrilled to be exploring.
Drummer's one of my favorite characters in The
Check out
Expanse.
the next issue of Game Informer to learn more about the
Let's see. Oh, Disco Elysium. I'm guessing you still haven't played that game.
I still have not. I'm waiting for the physical release for the PS5 to come out.
And if you're not sure what the game is like, the best way to describe it is imagine playing a Telltale game, but with dice rolls.
Yes, I know. I mean, you're saying a Telltale game, but I know it's not like that because Telltale games are crap. I've seen gameplay to the game.
Oh.
What is this, Guild Wars? I'm not really paying attention to what these titles
Or
are.
is this, no, it said Square.
Final Fantasy?
I think they made an announcement game called Babylon. I don't know if this is it.
The only thing you can't do is go back.
I didn't even know that this was going on tonight.
No one did. I swear, like I didn't even realize it.
Well, I don't have TV, so...
I don't either.
I don't have, haven't
again-
had TV in years. You know this.
Yeah, and I the only media stuff I watch these days is from the Geeks and Gamers crew, and they're not really into new games.
Uh-huh.
Like the only new games they play is they have a Mario Kart night every
good.
Sunday.
Babylon's Fall.
Oh yeah, everyone knew about that one.
That game was announced like I think a year ago.
Tripwire. All right. Wait, this isn't. I thought Tripwire was doing that Ghost game.
Oh, you're thinking
Ghostwire.
You're thinking
That's what I'm
Ghostwire.
thinking. Okay, yeah, you're right. I don't know what this is.
Ghostwire
then.
is
That's the
Shinji Mikami.
Oh, Tripwire is
Yeah.
Shinji Mikami. Or Ghostwire is Shinji Mikami.
Oh, is this new Chivalry?
Free weekend. Play now. And coming soon.
Okay, play it free for the weekend. I actually got Chivalry 1.
I've never played any of them. I'm
Yeah,
not
I plan
that
on
into PvP online games. I mean, I like PvE, and what I'm really missing is a MMO, a PvE MMO. Yes, I know, Kit. Now you're gonna say you should play Final Fantasy 14. It's free. I get it.
To be straight up honest, right now is the worst time to play it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to
I heard-
play it because I don't want to get into a MMO 10 years after release.
Sadly, I hate to say this to you, but it's legitimately the best at the moment.
Yeah, I
Like,
know. That's what everyone tells me.
Well, because again, I understand you played 1.0, but bro, they changed the shit out of it.
I
And
know.
it's
I'm not-
really good. Plus, the story
My,
right now
my
is fucking
resistance to
amazing.
playing it has nothing to do with playing 1.0. It's the fact that the game is 10 years old, and I don't want to play a game. I don't want to get into an MMO that old.
That's the stage right there.
Chivalry 1 I know
And this is the
does
back
have
of
a
it. That's
campaign,
pretty much it.
and
We'll
I've
be
been
hanging
meaning
out
to
with myself
play that. I'm
and
sure
Nick
she'll.
Hill
I don't know
tonight
if she'll
on his
do
Twitch
does.
channel.
Does?
Make sure you come through. It's going to be all over Verizon's 5G network.
Oh yeah, did you get any
It's gonna be
games on
We have some special
discount?
offers for you, so make sure you
Either
tune
I
in and
think
hang out
for
with
this
us.
week or I know that GameStop was
And now,
doing a buy
that's
two
what
get
I
one.
have.
No,
Two more world
no.
premieres for you, coming in steaming hot, fresh from the oven. Let's
Oh,
begin.
don't say steaming hot when you're unveiling something. That just makes it sound like shit. A steaming hot pile of shit.
The creature wanders restlessly through
Damn it.
Monster Hunter?
silver light illuminates
Oh yeah,
New
this is Monster
Dragon's
Hunter.
Dogma?
mountains, and with
No, they're not doing another
transforms
Dragon's Dogma. This is Monster Hunter.
his true
I
Yeah,
heard they
this is the
I heard
expansion to
Dragon's
Rise.
probably.
Yeah, this is the expansion to Rise. This is what this is.
And I heard they will eventually do a Dragon's Dogma too.
Plus, this looks like-
much better than they thought it would.
This is some Wii quality graphics.
Because
Switch
it's all,
exclusive.
yeah, it's Switch exclusive. Oh no, sorry, it's not just Switch exclusive. There's talks of PC porting it.
Oh,
We shall be in port soon.
if you told me this was a 3DS game, I'd believe you.
This is our outpost, Elgar.
Fine fee.
I hear that the game is fun to play. I like graphics, but gameplay is usually better.
Yeah, but you can have both.
Yeah, I hear you.
Annapurna. Oh, I always like Annapurna.
You've been reckless with other
Who are they?
Annapurna is a movie studio that started doing video games. And so all their games tend to be very story driven.
Wow, Jala.
Hi, Auntie.
You pissed off your exes so much they organized against you.
All right, let me look up some games from Annapurna. Outer Wilds, What Remains of Edith Finch, Solar Ash, Artful Escape, Stray. Stray's the new cat game that's coming out soon that I really want to play that. That's another game I need to mention.
I
That
heard Solar Ash is good.
Solar Ash, that's a sequel to Hyper Light Drifter, right?
I have no idea.
Time to go.
Donut County, Sayonara Wild Hearts, The Pathless, Kentucky Route Zero, Gone Home,
I plan on playing Kentucky.
Maquette, Unfinished
But,
Swan.
Does this game look like any one of those games you mentioned earlier?
Yes. Like Donut County. Just, you know, different graphics.
Coming soon. Patience.
I really want to play
Where's
The
these
Stray.
shooters?
Evil Dead the
Oh, they
game
take a
at
page
the
from
Game
Scott
Awards.
Pilgrim?
And tomorrow on Twitch's Winter Gathering, Jeff
Scott
Keighley
Pilgrim
will
didn't
chat
mention
with Bruce
James.
Campbell himself and
What was the
Tim
promo
Willis
code, you
about the
bitch?
game, which is coming out next year.
See, the MMO I'm really looking forward to
World
trying out
gameplay
is
premiere of
Ashes of
another
Creation.
Evil game, Evil West, which we also announced last
But that
year
won't
at
be
the
out
Game
for
Awards.
another year.
Let's take a look.
Axel, if you want to play the best single-player MMO, I'd say play Xenoblade.
You know what kept me alive all these years? Upkeep,
Well, I don't want to play a single player MMO. I want to play an MMO that's
of
PvE.
course. All that
Okay.
means nothing
Most
when it helps
MMOs these days are
shit
PvP.
everywhere.
And that was my problem with Amazon's New World. It's just straight up PvP. It's just so boring. The entire game
I
is
heard
busy
there were
work.
other.
There's a
Don't
lot
miss
more
this,
issues.
Yeah,
beyond
yeah,
that.
I know there's other issues, but bugs can be worked out. My problem with the game is the game design was all around. Is this Chakan?
I don't know.
It's an old Sega Game Gear game. So like it was all PvP, and everything you did in the game served the sole purpose of generating points for your faction. So the entire thing was just busy work.
I don't know about
Evil
you,
West.
but I am greedy for more content.
Evil-
Here's
like
a new
Evil-
world premiere from Perfect Worlds.
John Freeze in Evil Dead now.
Ah, good morning, Death. What a lovely day to be alive, wouldn't you say?
I'd also like to see Psychonauts 2 come out for PS4, but that's not going to happen.
Oh
It's not.
my.
No, Microsoft bought Double Fine.
Yeah, Microsoft. All Microsoft is doing is just buying people out like that, so it's gonna be such a problem.
I mean, Microsoft has been doing that for a long time. They've been,
Yeah, but they've been. It's worse now than before.
yeah. I mean,
they started going after the really big.
yeah. I don't
they're
like
going
that. I don't like that Microsoft has been buying third-party studios. Like Sony buys studios too, but Sony tends to only buy their first-party studios.
Well, you know what they
Yeah.
say. If you want things
So
done
Microsoft has
fast,
just been going
do
after
them
any type of third party where they can actually remove individuals like
Is this
that
Death
game being
Jr.?
somewhere else.
Oh, what's the? It looks like. Oh, what's the game? It was free for PS Plus. It was a bunch of insects. They call it Soul
Bug
Blight.
Snacks,
No, not Bug Snacks.
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight. That's it.
This looks like Death Jr. but 2D.
Maybe Death Jr. meets Hollow Knight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I admit though, does look dope.
Have a nice death. Rest in paperwork. You want to do the whole paperwork death thing? I loved it in Grim Fandango.
We're watching and hosting a watch party together on Nate Hill's channel.
Yeah, we're gonna
Who
be
are
watching
these
on
people?
Twitch.tv/Nate Hill, and it's all powered by Verizon 5G.
I don't fucking
We're
know.
gonna be spending the night with some of the biggest stars And me and Eric.
It was just popular Twitch stream.
No, the person on the left is
now
a
I have
popular
the
Twitch
pleasure of
streamer. I know
presenting
that.
the
The
Game
person on the
Awards
right,
for
I think, is
Best
some
Audio
actress
Design.
or
When
R&B
your
singer
medium
or something.
relies so heavily on being successful in putting the player inside your story, audio design is everything. It's the ultimate hint system. An
It
instant
keeps saying
mood
the
that
Game
either
Award starts in
alerts the
6
player to
minutes.
what's
Then why
coming
are they
next
giving out
or
awards
steers
now?
it. It's basically playing God.
Because
Here
they
are
don't
the
always give out
nominees for
all the
Best
awards
Audio
throughout the
Design.
show.
Best
you'll hear
audio
some-
design.
Game Award
Probably gonna be
for Best
Resident Evil
Audio
0
Design
or
goes to
Returnal.
Forza Horizon 5.
Oh, I just glossed over that one. I didn't even read that one from the list.
I didn't even know what the fuck they were talking about.
Best audio design.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ratchet and Clank also
been
up
so
for-
passionate about
They're
everything
not
they do. There's this
I mean,
relentless
Ratchet and Clank
appetite
was
to
really
and audio
good, but I
experience
wouldn't put it
absolute
in
highest
best
quality.
game
This
list. I
award,
mean,
it
it's
really does
it wasn't
mean
even
a
the
lot
best
to us.
Ratchet and Clank
I'm going to
game.
say a few thanks if that's okay. So, Fraser, Ruri, Mattia, Matt, and Rich, guys, you did it. This is for you.
Congratulations.
Somebody hit me up for something.
Congratulations.
All right, I'm
Forza
gonna look up the
Horizon 5.
list on
And
what's
now
the
we have
nominees
an
for best
incredible
game.
composer,
Fortnite-
Takeshi
no,
Furukawa, here to tell us more about his latest
The
score.
Game
Let's check it out.
Awards. Winners and nominees.
Hi everyone, I'm Takeshi Furukawa. You might have heard my music.
Game of the
I
year
am
is
most
Deathloop,
for my BAFTA
which I heard was
score
mediocre
for
at
Last
best.
Several years ago,
It Takes
I met
Two,
with
which
Neil
I heard
Simon's
was
studio,
amazing, but
who shared
requires
with me
2
their
players,
vision for
and
a beautiful
I have,
sci-fi story.
and you know, we don't have
Game
friends
centers
anymore
around
because of
a heartfelt
lockdowns.
relationship between a young
So
girl
good luck
and
getting
an
2
adorable
players.
I
Metroid
instantly fell in
Dread,
love with the project
Don't
and
tell
its
me
stunning
it
visuals.
failed.
Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. I mean, this is an awful Game of the Year list. There are no obvious standouts.
Yeah, I know.
And several of the games on the list are mediocre at best.
It's whatever.
Like Ratchet and Clank, I loved, but it's a mediocre game. Deathloop didn't play, but from what I'm hearing, it's mediocre.
Did my thing.
Resident Evil Village, same way. Psychonauts 2, there's no buzz about it, and this is a Double Fine game without buzz. That's not a good sign. Metroid Dread, I mean, it's probably the best game of the list. Best game direction, probably going to be It Takes Two. Or
Hopefully.
Returnal.
Maybe Returnal. Returnal apparently was really well done.
Oh, I loved Returnal. It was so good. The direction of the game was fantastic.
Any idea why it wouldn't be on the Game of the Year award?
Because even though it has great direction, it has flaws in other places. Mainly in that it's a roguelike, and that's a very niche genre. It's an actual roguelite. Not like, people compare Hollow Knight and those types of games as roguelikes, but they're not. The Returnal was an actual roguelite. Best narrative. Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange. Life is Strange is going to win that. I don't even need to read the rest. Best art.
Tell me the rest.
Well, the rest is Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2. I mean, Life is Strange is going to win that, no question. Best art direction, we have Deathloop, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and The Artful Escape.
Did you plan on playing
I can't
Kena,
believe it.
Bridge
We
of
are
Spirits?
already here.
No, the game didn't really interest me that
Premiere
much.
Of our pre-show. It is a special
Might
game announcement.
get it when it's discounted.
Something you did not see
I mean, it's already pretty heavily discounted.
What is?
Kena, Bridge of Spirits. It just looked like a generic third-person stick whacking game.
The Game Awards! I come bearing news!
Wait, is this an unveil?
Ever wonder what happened after Persona 4 Golden? Now you can check out Persona 4 Arena
Oh.
Ultimax and
Oh.
find out. I can barely wait to show you how
This is an ad for the fighting game?
I don't know. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. this isn't new. This game's been out for like 6 years. All right. Best score and music: Forza, Cyberpunk, Deathloop, Nier Replicant, Guardians of the Galaxy, and The Artful Escape.
Nier.
Nier Replicant. I mean, seriously, wow. Score and music, Nier Replicant. That's.
How would that compare to Automata?
I mean, Automata was on a whole nother level, but Replicant had just a few tracks in it.
Okay, everyone, it's time for me
So,
to hand it off to our
there's
big
a few
show.
music
I hate
tracks
to
in
say
Replicant
bye,
which
but
are just
I
so
think
good.
I've earned a chance to chill out and have
Best
my
audio
mind blown
design:
with
Deathloop,
incredible
Ratchet and
awards,
Clank, Resident
exciting
Evil, and
artists,
Returnal. I would say
performances by
Resident Evil.
Sting
It's
and
a horror
Imagine
game. Horror games
Dragons,
always have good
appearances by
audio
Keanu
design.
Reeves, Carrie Ann Moss, Jim Carrey, Ben Schwartz, and yes,
Well, I would say that's
more
debatable whether
reviews
it's
coming
horror or
up
not. They
so
say it's
soon for our
not
main
even as
show.
scary as
And I
Resident
just
Evil
want to say, I
7.
hope
I
I don't get
mean,
too
you got
brash
a
about how many
baby
world
chasing
records
after
we had,
you.
but you know what?
Yeah, I hear that one thing.
That one segment, watching live streams of that segment is like, holy shit.
I think we all win.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the Game Awards, more is more,
Best
baby.
indie game:
They go
12
up
Minutes,
getting
Death's
stoked with me at the
Door,
pre-show,
Kena,
and
Inscription, and
congratulations to
Loop
the winners
Hero.
of our first awards
I
of
haven't
the
played
night.
Death's Door yet. I'm
And
waiting
that's
for
it
my
me.
physical
I'm
release to
Sika
come
Goodman.
in.
I'm gonna go find my seat. The 2021 Game Awards
But I'm looking forward to
starts
that.
now.
Okay, it's now starting.
Best action game: Back for Blood, Chivalry, Deathloop, Far Cry 3, and Returnal. Best action adventure: Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil. Best role playing: Cyberpunk, Monster Hunter, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Tales of Arise.
I'm gonna guess it's Shin Megami Tensei 5.
I mean, could be Tales of Arise. Is this
I
Sting?
heard it's
Who the
all
fuck is
right.
this? Is this Sting? Sounds like Sting, doesn't it?
I would not know.
Best fighting game: Demon Slayer, Guilty Gear, Melty Blood, Nickelodeon All Stars, and Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. I mean, the obvious choice is Virtua Fighter 5. That's the best fighting game, but Guilty
But
Gear
that's not
Strive is going to win it.
Yeah, it's either going to be Guilty Gear or maybe even Demon Slayer because of how popular the anime became.
No, I think it's going to be Guilty Gear.
Did you play the Demon Slayer game, Jessica?
I did not. I know it pretty much plays exactly like the Naruto games, though.
Yeah, the Storm series.
Yeah. I mean, it's made by the same people. CyberConnect 2 basically crank out another one of those fighting games every year. It's just Naruto's done, so the new property is Demon Slayer.
No, Naruto's not done. There's this thing called Boruto.
Oh, yeah, but no one likes that.
Apparently, it's still fucking going on, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean
come on,
Naruto
they
went
fucking-
on like 10 years longer than it should have.
Yeah, but again, here's the problem with this. Like, they had an actual out for Naruto, and fucking Shonen, from my understanding, was like, you can't kill one of our main characters.
Yeah, they did the same thing with
Mainstay.
Hunter x Hunter and what was the other one? Where they wouldn't let the author finish until he got sick. Dark Tournament.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho, thank you. Best family game: It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars, Pokemon
it's Mario
Snap,
Party.
Super
Ooh.
Mario 3D World, WarioWare.
So that's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough category.
Because it turns out is either whether or not if you got a shit
I'll
ton of
be
Pokemon
right back.
fans that fucking voted, then it's Pokemon Snap.
Oh, I
have a
forgot.
feeling
These
that
are
might be the case.
these are voted by the community, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's probably going to be Super Mario Party then. All right. So now that I know these are voted by the community, okay. What are the choices? Best fighting game is going to be Guilty Gear, no question.
Yeah.
Best action game is going to be Back for Blood. Best action adventure is probably going to be Metroid Dread or Resident Evil. Best role-playing game is going to be Tales of Arise. Guilty Gear Strive for fighting game. Let's see. Best sim game: Age of Empires, Evil Genius, Humankind, Inscription, or Flight Simulator. Best debut game: Kena, Sable, Artful Escape, Forgotten City, or Valheim. Valheim's gonna win.
With all of its unknowns.
For what?
Why don't we just
Debut. Basically new property.
Take him away.
The fate
I wonder.
Most anticipated game: Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Breath of the Wild 2, and Starfield. I mean, it's going to be Breath of the Wild 2 or Elden Ring.
Suffering here, spirit.
You have to work on it. You can't just give up. We're never getting out of here.
Let's see how special.
I made it.
Games that received the most nominations: Deathloop, a game that nobody really liked.
No, so here's the problem with Deathloop. The issue with Deathloop is that they overhyped the fuck out of it, and there was multiple amount of trailers that literally showed the whole game. So it was like really not even worth playing it.
The problem with Deathloop is
That's how I saw it.
the problem with Deathloop is they overhyped the shit out of it, and yet nothing that they showed in the game was hype.
When I look into your eyes,
From moment one, the game looked boring.
Yeah. People were telling me I should play it, and I'm like, nah, I'm alright.
Okay,
Fine with.
they received 9 nominations. 6 nominations: It Takes Two and Ratchet and Clank. 5 nominations: Psychonauts and Resident Evil.
Enjoy the beach.
4 nominations: Forza and Guardians of the Galaxy. And the rest don't really matter. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the Game Awards 2021. Now, here's your host, Jeff Keighley.
Hello, everybody. We're here. We made it. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Keighley, and this is the Game Awards, video games' biggest night, live in person. It's amazing. First of all, wasn't Sting phenomenal? So honored to have him open our show. That was What Could Have Been from Arcane, the new Netflix series based on League of Legends. Thank you so much, Sting.
So the opening music number was Sting.
By Lauren Balfe. That was
Yeah,
Why?
and it's for Arcane.
Yeah, but oh, he did the music to Arcane?
Well, that's what he sang.
Oh, because like, yeah, because gamers, they really care about Sting. You're scraping the bottom of the barrel there.
For the fans, and you know, the
I'm
games
back.
we love are nothing without
Did I miss anything?
amazing developers.
No, I mean,
That's
I
why we
enjoyed
do the
Arcane.
show To honor the creators of
I didn't even watch
games.
it.
So welcome
But
to
then
all
again,
of
I
you
didn't care
guys
for
here
it.
today.
Yeah, I mean,
League of Legends.
I'm done with League of Legends, but I enjoyed it.
You always say that, and then you return back, bro.
I haven't played it in a long time. It's
How many
uninstalled from my
fucking
computer. I sold
Yo,
off
you
all.
did it again.
I sold off all my League of Legends statues.
That don't mean nothing. I know
We all
you.
agree with that.
You just need the right
So let me
person to
just
bring
say
your
this
ass
before
back
we
in,
get
and
to
you'll
any
be
of the
back in that
news
shit in
and
a
officer
heartbeat. You're not
awards.
like me.
We
I
should not and
tried it
will
for a little
not
bit. Y'all
tolerate
tried to get
any
me in it,
abuse,
and I said nope.
Harassment,
Done.
and predatory practices by anyone, including our online communities.
So you remember,
We all love
was it
games.
Bully
If we
Hunters?
want this industry to keep growing,
Bully.
we must
Oh
build
God,
an
yeah.
even brighter and more
It's
inclusive
the
future.
new Bully Hunters.
The games we play,
Ugh.
the games that we love, they teach us.
These
that we
people
can
are
impact
scumbags.
The world around us. And tonight,
And I don't mean the
everyone
bullies.
do their
I mean
part
the bully
to build a
hunters.
better, safer video
Yeah.
game industry.
They basically built their entire business around doxing people.
And with your dollars, empower these world builders
Faking,
who are creating the future of
Yes, and
all
making
entertainment.
fake
And
hate
believe
crimes.
Me, the future you're about to see looks
Thankfully,
absolutely
Juicy Smollett
incredible.
got 5 out of 6.
We got a lot of
Really?
stuff for you. We have
Yes.
so much news
He was
to get to.
convicted on 5 of the
Now,
6
to present tonight's first
What
award,
was he not
please
guilty
welcome
on?
a nominee tonight
I
and the
don't
star
know.
of Far Cry
What happened
6,
now?
the
Juicy
one and
Smollier
only
is going to
John
pound me in the ass
Esposito!
prison.
Well, he
what was
doesn't
this
have
about?
any. He doesn't have any criminal record, so it's also likely that he could just be on probation.
Independence allows a game to go a little bit more wild, become a bit
I
stranger,
mean,
and the freedom to
they
break
gave
boundaries.
Jacob Chansley
Tonight's
46
radically
months
creative nominees Best
for
Independent Game
improper
demonstrate
parading
excellence
on
achieved through great
on
risk.
federal grounds.
Here are the nominees for Best Independent
So,
Game.
I mean, Juicy Smollier should get more than that at minimum.
Independent game.
Look, I know this sounds weird, but the day's repeating itself.
Yeah, it's a full $60 game.
What game?
Kenya Bridge of Spirits. This is for Best Independent Game. I would
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that's like a full AAA.
Sony's AAA games are $70.
Okay.
Kena, Bridge of Spirits.
It's pronounced Kana? I thought it was Kina.
Kena Bridge of Spirits.
What'd they say it was?
Kina, Bridge of Spirits.
Okay. I think mine's a few seconds behind you, so you'll probably hear things before I do. I did hear that game is very good.
Okay, so apparently,
You know, it was
each of the 5 things he was found guilty of carry a 3-year maximum sentence. So he should get 15 years in my eyes.
make this game and to make the vision come true.
But didn't mention anything about him not having any previous
From the
records.
very beginning, gave us a great opportunity.
Irrelevant.
Guys at Epic who just have been there from the beginning. So
Malice. It was conducted with malice. I don't care if you have no previous criminal record. Malice is
I
malice.
agree with you, but I could easily imagine.
It would be one thing if it was like an accidental process crime. You know, then I would say accident, you know, doesn't matter. But like, then I would say previous criminal record doesn't matter. But like, say that, oh, you've never committed a crime before, but you actively plan a murder for an entire month. Is that relevant? No, malice is malice.
Experience a new level of cinematic.
Now, if it was a crime of passion, like you caught your wife cheating on you in the act and you strangle her, then I could understand it was a moment of temporary insanity. But this was planned.
Ninja Theory.
I mean, yeah, this is going to be whatchamacallit too.
Senua's.
Yeah, but the problem
Senua's
is
Journey,
Microsoft bought them out.
Yeah.
Yep. So good luck. It's not going to be on PlayStation.
So it's not going to be on PlayStation, so I'm not going to play it.
See, and that's the thing I think people fail to understand. It's like Microsoft doing what they did there, buying Bethesda the way they did, bought Ninja Theory. They literally went after every single possibility of what Sony should have gotten after. Like Sony.
Bethesda is
anything that could.
Sony loses something.
Bethesda is a third-party studio, so I got a problem with Microsoft buying a third-party studio. Ninja Theory, on the other hand, is a third-party studio, but was working very closely as a first-party with Sony. So Microsoft buying Ninja Theory was a great pickup for them.
Oh, I know. I agree. Oh, did you hear that there's a... Did they announce the actual full-out change that's happened to PlayStation Plus yet, or no?
No, I don't understand why they're doing that, though. They
want to compete with Xbox Games Pass.
Yeah, but they can already do that by just
sadly,
expanding PlayStation Plus.
See, here's the thing with the problem with that is that people who went for PlayStation Now don't have a PlayStation Plus.
Why not?
Or vice versa. So, like, that's the point I'm making. Some people who wanted both said we don't want to pay for both. And in all theory, if you look at it from that perspective, If you went for PlayStation Now plus PlayStation Plus, you're paying way more money to get everything that you wanted off of PlayStation.
Well, then
combining the two is a necessary thing to compete with the Game Pass now.
That's what it's going to be. It's going to be them combining PlayStation Plus with PlayStation Now.
That was the talk, from my understanding, is that PlayStation it's not 100% official, but the rumor mill literally comes down to is that they're trying to combine the two.
From what I'm hearing, is it may have tiers, and that I don't like.
If it has tiers, then that's a fucked up scenario, because that's not going to allow them to beat what Microsoft is doing.
I mean, don't underestimate Sony's ability to fuck things up.
Oh, I know that. Everybody knows that.
Especially when it comes to online services.
Yeah. But anyway, push comes to shove is that technically what Sony really needs to do is combine the two, keep it at a very low. If they want to make tiers after they combine, that's fine in my eye. And the reason why I say it's fine in my eye is you do the same thing what Microsoft did. Because Game Pass, if you look at it, actually, it is in tiers.
Yeah, I mean, silver and gold.
No, there's PC, not PC. Like if there's PC, then there's just Xbox, and then there's the full package.
Well,
now if you look those things up, each one of those is different. So the $15.99 that you pay for the full, you get everything. But if you don't pay that, and you went one or the other, like PC or Xbox, apparently you don't get everything or better yet, it's so divided. In fact, it makes no sense to go for the other two.
I mean, like, I get that though. You only want to get it for the platinum you use, for the platform you use.
Well, I look at it from that perspective, but you're not getting. All right, here. Let me see if I can find it up. Game Pass. Tier.
See, I'm okay with them just keeping PlayStation Plus how it is, and then say like spend an extra $15 a month to get PlayStation Now tacked onto it.
And if they just add like PS Vita and PSP games to PlayStation Now.
I don't even know what PlayStation Now is exactly. That's the cloud service, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like for instance, a good example comes down to in this is like, all right, so if you go for like the console version, which is the regular Xbox Game Pass, or the PC version, one big thing that you don't get overall out of both of them is you don't get the Xbox Live Gold, which a lot of people want to play a lot of their games. That's only in Ultimate. That's not in any of the other tiers. So in case in point, anybody who's trying to play games with other people need the Xbox Live Gold. They can't. They have to use Game Pass. They have to use Ultimate.
With PlayStation Now, do you play it on the cloud or does it download to your console?
I think it's...
You play on the cloud because I know it.
But I heard there was options you could put it to the station.
Well, I think it depends on the game because PlayStation Now, it has like PS3 games on it as well. The PS4 games, and I know that they have servers that you would play on like you're streaming it from a PlayStation 3.
And so how exactly does Xbox Game Pass work?
Xbox, I think they just have emulation for the original Xbox as well as Xbox 360.
Oh, so it's not cloud, you download?
Yeah, I think you do download it.
And so let's say you pay $15 a month, and then it would be you get to play the entire Xbox library.
Not the entire Xbox, but I know
it cycles games in and out. Like a lot of their first-party titles will come on there for free. If you have Xbox Game Pass, you'll get to play it day one for free.
So I'm looking online. Xbox Game Pass is for console only. Is $10 a month.
Yeah.
While PlayStation Now is $60 a year. So how?
I hope you're ready.
I don't like I say I don't see why Sony has a problem against Xbox Game Pass.
Hold on. So let's see.
Game Pass is probably easier to describe as like Netflix for games.
Yeah, I get that, but Xbox Game Pass is $120 a year, while Sony PlayStation Now is $60 a year.
Yeah, but the things you get on now versus the things you get on like PlayStation. The problem is not that. It's the factor that Game Pass combines everything, especially for Ultimate. It combines your Xbox Live. It combines all the other stuff that you're getting. Like
Oh,
now
so
it
it's 120 a year and it includes Xbox
but it's
Live.
everything. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's the difference.
then that would also be 120 for PlayStation Plus as well. 120.
Right, but a lot of people are looking at it as like a lot of people are looking at it as like the games that are going. You still have to All right. The big difference between the two literally comes down to the factor that the minute games come on to Game Pass, day one you're able to play for free. You don't have to buy nothing.
Oh, so Game Pass has new games on it and PlayStation Now does not.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense.
PlayStation Now,
Right. So like, say
it's
for
not
instance,
like
you're gonna-
Netflix for games.
So-
Like you have to pay for depending on how long you rent.
So think about it from this perspective, Jay. I go ahead, right? I have Xbox Game Pass, right? If I have Xbox Game Pass and say Elder Scrolls 6 popped, or even anything that's not even name a game that's going to be multi-platform. Elden Ring. Perfect.
Okay.
Instead of buying Elden Ring, I have Game Pass. Day one, when it comes out, I can just be on Xbox Game Pass and download and start playing. Versus somebody on PlayStation or PlayStation Now, or PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now, would have to buy the game full right and then start playing it and wait for it to happen.
So then what's the point of PlayStation Now?
PlayStation Now is for legacy stuff.
So basically,
Would you say
what
that PlayStation Now is kind of like the red box of legacy games?
so what they
Xbox
need to
Game
add
Pass
for
is kinda like the
PlayStation Now
Netflix.
is new games,
Yeah.
day and date
in a
releases.
sense, yes. If they did something of that nature and they did something very similar of that, Star Wars Eclipse, what the fuck? Anyway,
I that did not. Wow. I mean, I was not
Yeah,
seeing Star Wars from that end. Quantic Dream. Ooh.
so
Interesting.
So like the big thing that I think is the issue behind what's going on is that with Game Pass for 120 a year, any new game plus their whole entire old Xbox Live, Xbox collection is already on there. They have already, their Xbox Live Gold is already a part of it. So they're not even having to pay for the Xbox Gold. Alright? So in a sense, you take away $10 completely from that aspect of it. They already are looking at it as like, okay, I'm good to go.
Let us know your thoughts by posting a YouTube
Okay,
short with the
so
hashtag
if they have
GotShorted
all
and head to
that,
the YouTube Gaming Twitter handle to
Xbox
find
Game Pass
out
looks more
how to
appealing
get your
overall
very own
because
salty
to get the
consolation
same
trophy.
level
All
of stuff
right
that you're
now, it's
talking
time
about
to meet our first
with
global gaming
PlayStation,
citizen.
you don't get
Program
anything
started
for
back
free
in
in a
2018
sense. Like
to
you don't
turn
get
our air over
brand
to
new games
individuals
day one
who are
for free.
building
Yeah, the most
All right,
recent
that-
game I see on it is
We're
Ghost
honored to
Runner.
share their stories.
I don't
know.
know when
I
that
don't have
came
it,
out.
so I can't tell you that. So anyway,
It came out
I don't know.
October 27, 2020.
A little gay boy not knowing.
Wow.
For what, in Game Pass or what?
Games gave me a
PlayStation.
place to.
It came out on PlayStation in October 2020. And that's the most recent game on PlayStation Now. So yeah, I get it. The problem with PlayStation Now is it does not have day and date games.
Right, but pretty much. So the big difference between the two literally is that PlayStation Now is more for your legacy type stuff, stuff that you.
To build up all this drag.
Why do we
Stuff that
have
you
to
wanna
see
play
this shit
and
in
then-
video games?
Because what? It's the new
as a kid,
now,
I
man.
felt
Fuck
weak.
all
I
this
felt like the
nonsense. I
outsider.
don't give two fucks about this.
2020.
Make
No,
good games. I don't care about your identity.
Oh, Sony.
Your mental
how far
illness
down
is
you fall.
not a personality trait.
Now let's run to the exit. When you find
Right.
people that have similar interests, you can be yourself.
Right, LGBTQ plus.
You
Oh
don't
yeah.
have to be worried about.
I got a problem with that phrase in general. LGBTQ plus.
Anyway, it's just Facebook gaming. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
Anyway, so push comes to
It's
shove. The issue that you have to
that
realize
only-
is that until Sony does something similar in nature to make PlayStation Now or even PlayStation Plus a tad bit more appealing.
Well,
they're
PlayStation
losing
Plus
the war.
has a lot of first-party titles free on it.
Yes, they did.
But that's first party.
But-
There's no third party. And I see that Xbox Game Pass has EA Game
Yeah.
Pass included, which is a huge thing.
Exactly, and that's the point. Is that there's so much that they have for that, it makes it so much harder for PlayStation to quote unquote compete.
In fact,
so I think one of the things that they were trying to do is they were trying to make it where PlayStation Plus now feels a tad bit more appealing because now you have access to the older library by going ahead and including PlayStation Now in the overall pricing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
do you hear
now you're
my
paying one thing,
mic
you're
rocking?
getting everything that you want.
Not to mention, PlayStation has a much bigger games library than Xbox. Like they got like PS2 games and PS1 games.
Right.
But for some reason, they're not getting those on PlayStation.
I feel like all Sony needs to do is take all their first party, because you know third party is a bit hard to do, but take all their first party PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 titles and just throw it on PlayStation Now with cloud gaming.
Yeah, they could. If they had done that,
And that would be huge. What the fuck are we watching?
Oh, it's fucking what's his name from Xbox.
35 years.
I don't think that's Todd.
And we're just getting
No, it's the guy from Xbox. What's
What
his
are
name?
these
Fucking-
keys?
Huh?
What are these keys on the screen?
Fucking fine now.
So if you can't imagine doing anything other than developing and publishing games with us, we have a project that can use
I wonder if you put these keys in
across Bethesda and all our studios. We're
in like
so consider this your invitation to join.
See, this is
There's a lot of work to be done.
I bet these are probably just like Steam and game keys.
No.
And they're just see here, take them, get them faster than anybody else. See what happens.
I guess they're hiring.
Yeah, it's Bethesda trying to hire people right now. There's Monster Hunter.
No, this looks Korean.
Oh shit, yeah, it does. I just saw the big sword and people, and I was like, oh, it's Monster Hunter.
I saw the Korean character design, very distinct, specific style to Korea.
Yeah. So I mean, my eye, that was the one thing because I had this conversation with people that I played with, Play 14 with, and the biggest reason what they feel is like they feel that even though what PlayStation offers is whatever they offer, there's not enough in the bundle in a sense.
Yeah, and what was the last time they added a game to
Now? Like, it's not even that. It's like they have to pay 2 different subscriptions just to get everything that PlayStation is offering. When I can just take I take one payment of $120 a year and I get everything Xbox is offering. See what that's where the problem lies.
Yeah.
So
I'm
like,
the
if
only
you
one
think,
who thinks this looks like Korean Diablo.
we'll see. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's probably going to be a PvP game anyway. Or very Monster Hunter-like. Lost Ark. Okay. I don't know what the hell that is.
Lost Ark is an MMO. Another generic Korean MMO.
Yeah, they crank them out pretty fast. But anyway, yeah, so that's the problem. I mean, yeah, if you look at it from a different aspect and say, wait, is it freaking a year for PlayStation Now?
Speaking of Amazon, we're proud to partner with Prime
What?
Gaming on the Game
A year
Awards.
for
This month you can level up
$45
your
right
gaming
now. I'm looking at the
experience with free
PlayStation
games,
Store.
including Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, Tales of Monkey Island, and Frostpunk. There's always something new to play every month. And for the games you already own, you can unlock skins, weapons, and more, including in League of Legends, New World, Apex Legends, and Roblox. Check regularly for new drops and surprises at gaming.amazon.com. Next, in the days leading into the Game Awards, I read the internet with a little bit of fear, wondering if some of tonight's big surprises might leak. This one sure didn't. It's time for a new game announcement that no one had on their bingo card. Enjoy.
Oh, let's see this. No one had on the bingo card? Doubt it.
He takes pleasure in the fact that it didn't leak.
Of course.
Comes to our shores.
Warner Brothers, that's already a bad sign.
It's a Wonder Woman game.
Don't care.
It's Wonder Woman. Oh, it's by Monolith.
What has Monolith done?
Oh, what was the other shit they've done?
But you can be more. You can be a leader. You are Wonder Woman.
Yeah, of course. Let's see here. Oh, Yeah, the games you don't like.
What games?
Oh, Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War.
That was my guess.
Yeah, I did not like them.
Guardians of Middle. What else was there? Aliens vs Predator 2, No One Lives Forever, Tron 2.0, Contract Jack, Matrix Online, Fear,
Tonight's nominated
Condemned, Condemned 2,
once again
Fear
stunning us
2,
with their extraordinary
Gotham
depth
City
and
Imposters.
Yeah,
Guardians of
the only one I played was Shadow of Mordor, and I did not like that at all.
I know.
That was a good game.
I've seen the worst parts of you.
Was this best actor?
Yeah. I've heard Far Cry 6 is very disappointing.
Yeah, a lot of people are not happy with it. See, this that should definitely get. I think that will get it. Oh fuck.
That or True Colors.
Fucking Lady Demetrius, she did very well on fucking Village.
And the Game Award for Best Performance goes to Maggie Robertson.
Resident Evil was really well done. Well, to a point.
Would you say it was better than 7?
Better than 7? Ooh, that's really difficult.
7 was great.
Oh shit!
Wow, that was the scariest walk I've ever done in my life. Thank you so much. It
You
is an honor
took
to
off
receive
the
this
mask.
award, and it is an honor to be standing here in front of you all today. I would like to give a really huge thank you to Capcom for creating an amazing game full of wonderfully rich and dynamic.
Live action Cowboy Bebop got canceled by Netflix.
To Rosanna
Good.
RJ with the Workhouse, to Steve
Good.
Kennedy, our amazing cinematics director. I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again
That
because I'm a
catastrophe
broken
should
record.
never have existed.
You took a chance on me.
Oh, I was talking to
when you
Neo.
hired me
Neo
for this
didn't
role,
find it
and
that
in doing
bad,
so, you
which I
have
found
changed
surprising.
my life. Being a part of
Yeah,
this
that's
game,
original.
playing this role, and becoming a member of this amazing community has changed my life. So thank you so, so much.
Damn, the nose.
That's what you noticed, not her rack.
I mean, I've seen dresses like that all the time, so I don't really care.
But you're gonna nose shame her?
Dude, I didn't even notice the nose until she turned her head sideways. That was lit. I was like, wow, that is a nose. Holy shit.
And it's like, oh, I haven't seen many dresses like that.
I have. A good percentage of movies has them, so like it's not
I'm
even.
guessing this is Ghostwire.
Maybe.
I could be wrong.
No, this is like Sunken City or something.
Or Resident, or fucking like a new what you call it. Silent Hill.
Hell no. There's no Alan
Alan
Wake
Wake.
2. Okay.
Oh.
I still haven't played Alan Wake 1. I know the remake just came out.
Gotcha. All right, I'm now joined by my man Sam Lake. Sam, thank you coming all the way over.
Oh yeah, I
for
still
this.
haven't beat
This is so
Control.
exciting.
I love
Alan
Control.
Wake 2,
I
it's been a
platinumed it on the
decade, fans have
PS5
been
as well.
asking for it. Why is now the right time to bring him back?
I'm bad
Jeff,
that
first of all,
when it came
I want
free
to say
PS Plus, that it
apologies.
didn't come
It's
with
been
the
raining here
PS5
in Los
upgrade.
Angeles today. It's on us.
I was
Like
gonna say.
fiction leaking out into reality. So sorry. Anyway, yeah, 10 years, over 10 years. Wanting to make this, dreaming of making it. We've been iterating
When
on the
did
concept,
Alan Wake
and we
come
know
out?
fans have been
It
asking for it.
come out like
We've been
over
a bit
10 years ago?
protective. We
I
knew
don't
this is gonna
know.
be a pretty scary
That wouldn't
experience.
surprise me.
I'm still waiting for the
We are
last
convinced
DLC for Control.
Everybody is ready. You are ready.
What kind of game are we gonna get?
Wait,
for
is
the
there
sequel?
another
Tell us
DLC for
about it.
Control?
Yeah, we
I
are
can't remember.
breaking new ground here. This is
That
going to be
Joel's been out for a while
first
too. I
ever
doubt there's any.
survival horror game. Our take on the genre.
Yeah.
The first game had horror elements to it, but it was an action game.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah, that's
feel
one of the
that this
reasons why I
is the
haven't
first
played Alan
genre
Wake, because
to bring
I've heard
together
that the
story
gameplay
and
is
gameplay
just
closer than ever
garbage.
before. Because the story, horror story, is at the very heart of this, and it's psychological layer, deep mystery to dive into.
So I guess they trying to want to make it more like
visionary. I
Sonic.
can't wait to see what you're doing with this game. I know you.
Well,
said
I
pretty
mean,
well,
even
this was your
look at
dream
Control. The
project. I'm so
gameplay in
honored that we got
Control
to announce this
isn't
here at the Game Awards.
garbage,
So we're
but
gonna hear
it's
more
not
next year, I think,
good
right?
either.
Yes,
It's just
we,
average.
Fitting to the theme, we're gonna
Compared
go
to
dark
Uncharted.
for a while to work on this. We'll be back next year, summertime, to show more.
All right, summer 2022. More on Alan Wake 2. Sam, thank you so much for that announcement. Very
There's only one
exciting.
thing I really want to see
Well, now I'd like to
from
welcome
here.
a comedian,
What's
writer,
that?
and
More
a
information on
well-known
Final
chili dog
Fantasy 16.
enthusiast. It's Ben Schwartz.
What's up,
all I give a
Zeradis?
fuck. That is the only
Zeradis says
thing I
hello
give
in
a
the
shit
chat.
Why are they making another Final Fantasy?
What do you mean?
I remember they said that the last Final Fantasy game they would make was the remake for Final Fantasy VII. They said after they do that, they're not going to
No.
Who said that?
They announced Final Fantasy 16 a while ago.
Yeah.
I know. But that was like well before I think they said that well before they even started.
Why would you just give up a cash cow like that?
Yeah, there's no reason for it.
I just figured they'd make more games like Final Fantasy or called Final Fantasy.
You mean, I mean, right now, I doubt it, because, I mean, it's a beloved franchise. Like, you're not going to give up a cash cow or, like, your moneymaker.
Yeah, but
PlayStation Plus is 25% off right now.
That's the only reason I'm not...
Sure. 14 is probably carrying it right now.
So, like, the reason why Final Fantasy 15 had such a huge issue is literally because they pulled fucking Nomura from it midway through. Like, why would you pull somebody that was literally creating the game midway through it to go? In other words, in other words, Disney said, I want Kingdom Hearts 3, pull him. Gave that money to Square Enix. Square said, fuck it, you're going to give me money, why not? They give Kingdom Hearts 3 its little fucking day in the sun, which legitimately no one remembers a fucking thing about, to the point where they had to create the DLC, which people are like, oh, let's reintroduce Final Fantasy characters into it.
So what do you guys think about the Sonic movie? I loved it.
I didn't see any Sonic movies, so I don't know.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was the Jim Carrey that we've been missing for 15 years.
Oh yeah, you think they'll show the Mario movie?
Oh Lord, no.
God, I hope not.
No.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there
Like,
with you.
to me, Jim Carrey is an absolute crazy person. He's gone deranged, especially the past 10 years. But the Robotnik he plays in the Sonic movie is like, this is the Jim Carrey I want. The Jim Carrey from the 90s and early 2000s that made me laugh and have fun and forget things and just enjoy a movie. I need more of this Jim Carrey in my life. So...
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I can't
Oh,
tell
it's
you.
fantastic. I highly recommend it. It's probably one of the best video game movies ever made.
I've seen part of it. I haven't finished watching it yet.
And to drive the point home, he put his hands around my neck and he squeezed real hard. He said, "Don't do it, son! Don't grade it and the grinder! Are you listening to me, boy? Are you listening?"
See, Jim Carrey is just a great comedian.
Wow. Yeah. Inspiring words. Thank you, Jim. You know, I think we all needed to hear that. Yeah, take it in if you need to. Good? Great. Okay, here we go. Thank you again for continuing to support
I'm sorry. It's
Blur, and it
PlayStation
is
Now
my
that's
honor
25%
to
off.
present to you the trailer
Not PlayStation
for
Plus.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Enjoy.
Ooh, trailer.
Oh, there's the Hedgehog too.
And Knuckles.
Like I said, you should watch it. It's a lot of fun.
Sonic, I love that you want to help make a difference.
I'm glad they made that last minute change to his face.
I honestly don't think it was last minute. I think it was a publicity stunt.
Kid. Trust me, there will come a moment when your powers will be needed.
You know, it's one thing to release something that's terrible. It's another thing to release something that's terrible and then have the community complain and then fix it and say, we listen to you, community. We got your back. That is such a huge moment. That is free publicity based on goodwill.
Since I've been gone,
I've discovered the source of ultimate power.
That sounds big. It's been on my vision.
Oh, they're gonna do Golden Sonic in this one?
Probably.
Hope I'm not too late.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Name's Tails.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Step 1, light taunting. Step 2, I have no idea.
Never met Tails in this?
Well, in the first movie, they sort of canonize how there's different levels. Like Sonic lives in a world that looks like Green Hill Zone. So, I mean, there's portal powers with the rings. So every world in Sonic Universe is actually a different actual planet. So Tails is, I'd assume, from a different planet. Oh, so they're doing the whole Sonic 3 thing where Knuckles is a bad guy.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Huh. And you can't do a Sonic 2 without Tails.
So fun. All right. Next, one of your nominees tonight for most anticipated game is Horizon Forbidden West from Guerrilla Games. The team is hard at work back home in Amsterdam, finishing it up for a February release, but I'm grateful they put together this for the fans.
I would say...
I can't wait for this.
Time as Elden Ring.
Oh, they're bullshitting me. Please don't tell me that.
I would say
jerks.
The biggest problem with Final Fantasy 15 was it was obvious it was made by two different people.
Sorry, what?
The biggest problem with Final Fantasy 15 is that it was obvious it was made by two different people.
And it literally shows that right at the point of where you lose Prompto because of the whole fucking the train, where you had to fight Shiva in a sense.
I mean, you're talking about chapter 11? No, I think it shows that earlier in the game when the game goes open world.
As in where specifically?
Like chapter 3.
He didn't leave that early though.
Well, chapter 1 and 2 and 3 were basically 40% of the game. And you can breeze through the remaining chapters really fast because that's when it goes open world. It's only the open world that makes it seem long.
Huh. Maybe that is the case. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I actually want to replay it. I replayed it after the new Royale came out.
I replayed a lot of it earlier in the year to do all the DLC.
I haven't done any of that yet.
Yeah.
I think Square Enix was trying to figure out a formula that they didn't realize they had already figured out. I think the gameplay would have just so much better if they just made it much more like Kingdom Hearts.
No.
What's up, Bettine Jackie?
I 100% disagree with that. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 legitimately was not worth my fucking time. Alright? I'm not even gonna fucking joke about it. I played it. I even went back and got like 2.8, the one that had like the collection of everything, and went through all that just to remember the fucking story. Then you go into 3. 3 is a fucking atrocity in my eye because you ripped out every single aspects of like what made it enjoyable. There was like hardly any secondary battles. You put in a ride system that sponsors literally fucking
push button to win.
Not even push buttons to win. It's like, hello, I'm Disney. Fuck everything else. Like,
you
that's
defeat,
literally what the fuck that was.
Defeat Xehanort, the Lord of Darkness, with the power of Disney World.
I played 3 vicariously through Cody, and what I'll say is that game is garbage.
So I mean,
your main complaints about the 3 are about the world and the story.
Yes, because I'm not talking about gameplay because I played it vicariously through Cody.
Yeah, so
I think Final Fantasy 15 should have played a lot like Kingdom Hearts.
All they had to do for fucking 15, legitimately, is as you leveled up, you gave the characters damage break, and you gave characters HP break. That's all you needed. The problem in that game legitimately came down to is that all your characters could get one-shotted in 15. That was the only major problem with it. I didn't have any other issues.
I mean, I had a lot of issues with 15. I went through this when I was playing it, but remember, I played mostly vanilla.
Right.
And all my problems with 15 is the gameplay design was conflicted. It was constantly its own systems competing with its own other systems.
Right.
It was very obvious that it was made by multiple different teams.
And now it's time for a
and then pieced together at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nomura, if he was with the game the entire way, it would have been a better game.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the new guy, I can't remember his name. I'm not saying he did a bad job. I'm saying if he did the entire game by himself, it would have been a better game as well. The problem is not one person over the other. The problem is that there were two people. There were too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, you needed to either have one person completely do it or the other person completely do it, and 15 would have been a shit ton better.
And this game needs to not exist. It needs to stop.
I disagree. 100% I disagree.
I think this game was not good.
What was your overall issue with it?
It had a complete pacing problem, and it did very little to make you care about anything that was happening. Wait, what is this? Remake Integrate? That already came out.
Was it remake? No, I don't think it was. I think it was that remake.
That was Remake Integrate. It already came out. I have it on PS5.
Yeah, Integrate already came out. I know about that.
So what
I think
the fuck
it's just
is that?
Promotion for it because right now Integrate is like, I think almost like 20 or 30% off on Amazon.
Oh, that's the PC release.
Oh, that's right. They didn't do PC release yet. Everybody's been waiting for that.
See, Zeradis, my issue is not that it's not Final Fantasy VII. I have no issues with them doing the whole
The issue is that
alternate
the
time.
whole game took place in Midgar, which was a very
Again, I have no
Midgar with the tutorial.
I have no
they
issues
did,
with
but
it
they
not
expanded it, but
being
they had
Final
to do a
Fantasy
lot of,
VII.
that's what
I
caused a lot
don't
of
mind them
pacing
changing the story. If you have an issue with them changing the story, you can go back and play the original game. My problem with Final Fantasy VII Remake is that it was boring. The pacing was so completely off. It took you 5 hours to do something that you should be able to do in 5 minutes. Everything in the game was designed to slow you down.
It was designed to slow you down to keep you in Midgar.
Yeah, it was designed to slow you down to keep you from playing the actual game.
It was designed specifically to keep you in Midgar to show off Midgar more. Because if you remember the initial real game, the first game that came out, how long is your time in
Midgar's only
Midgar?
about 5 to 6 hours.
Okay, so if you're gonna do that, all right, and what they had a new envision of this is they wanted to keep it more in Midgar, have you more interaction with Midgar. Of course, they're gonna expand on that.
Again, I have no issues with
that's why you got stuff with
them
Biggs,
doing
you got stuff
that.
with Jesse, you got stuff with Wedge.
And I have no issues if they did that. The problem is they didn't expand the game by doing that. They mostly expanded the game by slowing you down. Like, why do they keep putting these game codes in? It's weird.
Because they're showing off that all you have to do is get Xbox Game Pass, and these are pretty much all the games you're getting. That's just a list.
Like, my problem with Final Fantasy VII is like, hey, we need to move. We need.
Ground Zero.
Let's put in this stupid push buttons to move mechanical arm puzzle that takes you an hour to do. It doesn't add anything to the game.
Push button, mechanical arm. Where?
The one where you need
puzzle
to.
when you're in the sewer.
You're in the tunnels and you need to move Aerith across by pushing buttons with mechanical arms, robot arms.
Oh, that. Okay.
And it's like, this doesn't add anything to the game. It's not even a puzzle that takes any thought. It is a puzzle devoid of any thought. So all it does is kill your brain cells.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that.
And they don't do that just one time. Like, hey, let's walk on these rooftops And there's no puzzle here. It's just a walking simulator, which is what Final Fantasy. It should not have been a walking simulator for the majority of the time.
It's like you've never played any game that had a fucking escort mission, bro.
But then you can't have a 40 hours of escort mission.
Have you never played a game with an escort mission?
What Jax was describing.
Entire, like half the game is an escort mission.
It has
then
those really bad points, but it has very much high points.
I love the combat. Half the missions in the game are combat missions, and those are great. But then the other half of the missions are those escorts, and that's terrible.
But the reason behind it was to show off Midgard. It was nothing more than that, though, Jay.
But they could do
was the
that
point
in
behind it.
gameplay. And I know Square can do that because they've done that in previous games where they show off their grandeur and the amazing style of their world in gameplay, not in walking simulators. It just felt very
not that
lazy.
many, though.
It was
In my
literally
eyes, I
every
don't
other
remember that
mission.
many, bro.
Literally every other mission is a walking mission. There are 15 chapters, and every other chapter was a walking mission.
I might have to fucking read. I have to
You have to go back to it. It's literally segregated chapter by
a lot of
chapter.
side quest stuff because I know a lot of side quests are that way, yes, but they're side quests. They're nothing with the main story. They're
It's
nothing at all with the main
literally
shit.
every other chapter. That's how they designed the game. It went gameplay chapter,
I'll have to
story
replay it.
chapter,
I will
gameplay
purposely
chapter,
replay it
story
just to go ahead
chapter.
and come against this.
It does make me hyped for the next installment of the game. Like I would
just love
describe
the
it
fact
as the Phantom. I would describe it as ground zero.
That being said, I think the next one is going to be better. Because this first one was held back a lot based on the fact that they needed to go through the paces of the original game. So the fact that they laid it out and said, no, time travel, different world, different time loop shit. It's going to be different now. Everything is different. You don't know what you're walking
it's
into.
not about that.
And the fact that the game's not going to be held back by the previous game, I think is going to make the next chapter a lot better.
The ending of this game, the ending of part 1 is legitimately telling you that Sephiroth quote unquote has destroyed fate. He is now fate himself in a sense.
Is this
literally the
Simu Liu?
metaphor on this case. That's the reason why when Red 13 has images of Final Fantasy Advent children, it's crazy. That's not supposed to, he's not supposed to know anything about that. And it's like, oh, that's the future for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And because all this stuff now has been brought in that light,
Best action
they
game.
made it clear. Huh?
Best action game.
Best action?
I haven't
Chivalry.
played Intergrade yet.
Intergrade adds 3 chapters where you play Yuffie. Which
I'm waiting for Intergrade to go down in price.
I don't. I never thought Yuffie was a good character.
Like low. Like on PlayStation 5, Intergrade legitimately is $45 on Amazon for PS5.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I already owned the base game. I bought the
Back
base
4
game
Blood.
on PS4 when it came out.
Oh, so it's $20.
Returnal.
Returnal?
Yeah,
Really? That
Returnal.
surprises me. I loved Returnal. Returnal was a fantastic game. If you like roguelites, Returnal is so good. But
Remember, this
winning
is the
best action game? This is voted on by fans, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Returnal did very well.
They voted for Returnal on a console, a little known game on a console nobody has?
Yeah.
That surprises me. Are you sure this is fan voted?
Supposed to be.
Is it? Maybe it's only game of the year that's fan voted?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But anyway, push comes to shove. The factor that Intergrade definitely, I'm sorry, not Intergrade, the initial Final Fantasy VII Remake has pretty much destroyed the factors of anything from that point on. Nothing is set in stone.
And that's why I think the
question I have
game.
now is how is it going to handle the open world?
I don't think they're going to do an open world. And I'm okay with that, honestly. I don't like open world games. I like linear games. So that is one of the things I did like about the remake, the fact that it was linear. I like linear.
So open world, in a sense, it depends because for the open world aspect of it,
I just don't think they're going to do that.
Problem. But then again, I've played a decent amount of open world games now, and it really depends on who does it.
If anything,
So,
I
it can
think
be done good and could be done wrong.
Like Yeah,
If
like I'm a
anything,
big fan
I'm-
of Ghost of Tsushima. I love that open world.
Yeah,
I
Ghost
don't
of
give a
Tsushima was
shit what
really
people
good.
say.
Yeah.
Like that, legitimately, I love it. So, in my eye, if they could somehow replicate a very similar methodology that they used in Ghost of Tsushima, I'm all for it. If they can't, then stay away, stay linear, stay with what you've done in 7. I'm for that too. I already saw what happened.
If
This is fucking,
they
like,
do anything open world, I would not be surprised if they just don't do it like Final Fantasy X-2, where it's not open world. You have a map on a menu and you just go to the zone you want to go to.
I just don't want it to be like Final Fantasy 13.
I like
corridors and corridors and corridors.
Again, I like linearity. My problem with 13 had nothing to do with the fact that it was linear.
choicing.
It was the musical choices and the story.
Like the musical choices in that game were fucking hilarious to me.
It's
because
like,
I couldn't
hey, we
understand
just
how the
committed
flying
genocide and killed 5,000 people, and now the music is talking about springtime and rainbows.
Oh, dude, I was dying of laughter when I fucking.
I have to
heard that
play
shit.
Final Fantasy 10 and 10 too. Still gotta play those games.
So 10, so I don't see if it's linear in the factor like how 10 did it, I'm fine with that because even when you get to the one area, the far plane area or whatever, that it was a tad bit open world ish. Okay, like it was just it's still technically linear. You only had one real direction you could go, but it was still a giant open field, very much like how 13's when you went to what's that area in
Grand Pulse.
13?
Yeah, it was very
Grand
similar.
Pulse, yeah.
One area
It's the
that
same
had
methodology. Yeah, in a sense.
Well, the problem with Final Fantasy X is, yeah, even though it was more open world, it didn't have quick travel. So you still had to go through zone after zone after zone to get to where you needed to go. Final Fantasy X-2, on the other hand, you had a spaceship and you just clicked on the menu what zone you wanted to go to and you went there.
Right.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they do it more like that.
So I mean, in my eye, I look at it from that perspective, and I'm actually a fan of that. If they do it that way,
That would be them
Kevin,
getting the
for a
airship
second,
early.
So I mean, I don't know if
But
you want
I'm
to
not-
do that. The one thing, like for instance, a good example came down to in 7 Remake is that there were plenty of times when you were in Shinra's building, you had an opportunity to even glimpse Sid.
mission of the game, which is
Because
so
while
cool.
you're in
And Bungie
Shinra's
is
building
celebrating
or
their
any of
30th
the other areas
anniversary
where the
this year.
science
So, congratulations to
teams
Bungie,
were there,
and
you had an
there's a lot of great
opportunity
stuff
just to
happening
show
in
off
Destiny
Sid.
2
They
right
didn't,
now,
and that
to
makes me
celebrate
wonder
30
about
years
that.
of Bungie.
Yeah.
All right, now it is time to get to another new game announcement. A few months
I don't
ago,
know. Like I
a
said, I got
Japanese
no
game
issues with
creator reached out to me and
linearity.
said, "Hey,
I'm assuming they're going to keep it linear.
the Game Awards."
I hope so, actually.
Linearity
I wouldn't
makes
mind it between like a mix of linearity and openness.
like how Final
I
Fantasy
just don't want it to be
13 did it.
completely linear. I don't want it to be as linear as 13 was.
Well, did you get to Grand Pulse in 13?
Yes, I did. I beat the game. Hold
Okay.
on.
I love Grand Pulse. I think 13 had the best the best turn-based combat engine in any Final Fantasy game. But you had to beat the game before it unlocked, and that was unfortunate.
Hey, hold on. What's this?
Is
Probably
this Silent
Ghostwire?
Hills? I mean, it is. It's Ghostwire, but if he just takes Ghostwire and makes Silent Hills out of it, I mean, it is Keiichi Toyama, and you know, right? Or no, Ghostwire is Shinji Mikami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghostwire
It's just
Shinji
something,
Mikami.
So what is the Silent Hill
Slitterhead?
guy doing?
Slitterhead?
Tokyo? No, that's Ghostwire Tokyo.
That's some weird shit. Anyway, yeah, I'm
Slitherhead.
looking forward to. I'm literally.
I
Looking
think
forward to the fact of what
you're
to
about
what
10
happens.
seconds ahead of me, Kit.
Huh?
I think you're 10 seconds ahead of me.
This the same guy
Yeah, I
that
think
made
so.
the demo PT?
Yeah. Silent Hills, PT. Same guy.
Yeah. That game got canceled.
Yep.
And so I guess the guy founded his own studio, remember?
Yeah, he left Konami.
That's a fun one. It's
But
been-
I thought that was
Thank you again
Keiji.
for that very
Keiji
special
Inafune?
Speaking of,
No,
Jason,
that's
we have
the Mega
another
Man.
That's the
brand
Mega
new
Man
game
guy,
announced
yeah.
from a studio
Shinji Mikami.
comprised of many
Shinji Mikami.
That's the Resident
No,
Evil
that's
guy.
Shinji Mikami. No, Hideo Kojima.
Koji
I thought
Igarashi?
Kojima was the one
Hideo
that was silent.
Kojima. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was on Metal Gear.
Hideo Kojima also left. He's Metal Gear. And Keiji Inafune is Castlevania. Koji Igarashi is Castlevania.
And
Keiji Inafune is Mega Man.
So I remember wasn't he on for Silent
I gotta
Hill?
drop out. Guys.
Alright.
I gotta meet up with some people that I usually play board games with. So
All right.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Yep,
Peace
later.
out.
Bye.
What the hell is this?
I wonder if this is that game that was showed a long time ago called Hellfire.
Oh, it's first person.
Just it's like FPS, but you use spells. But I guess you use guns too. I don't know if this is this.
I don't know. If you told me this is Valheim, I'd believe you.
I don't even know what Valheim is.
Valheim is Norse not Minecraft. What is the one where you build?
Oh, Minecraft, you build.
Or leading us deeper.
I guess Minecraft, Norse Minecraft. That's Valheim.
More detail.
I mean, it looks like Valheim to me, just first person.
Nightingale, our beacon of hope. But beyond our reach,
They have Tesla coils.
as long as we stand,
This looks like crap to me.
our journey will unite us.
This is something I've been seeing a lot of video games do these days. Victorian, just because something is in the Victorian era does not make it interesting.
I wonder, is this gonna have Nikola Tesla in it?
It's Victorian, so probably it had Tesla coils.
Oh, Nightingale.
I mean, this happens in generally in pop culture. Like, remember when there was the zombie craze or the vampire craze? Like, hey, let's put zombies in it. That doesn't make it interesting. Let's put vampires in it. That doesn't make it interesting. Let's put it in the Victorian area. That doesn't make it interesting.
I would say the Victorian era does make it interesting, but that the Victorian era isn't going to carry the game by itself. Like, you need other things that complement it and go with it. Like the trailer showed me Lies of P. That's definitely Victorian era. I think it's a lot of the different enemies.
It looks incredible. I said I love this game a while ago. I was like, this looks so cool. We have
A lot of the enemy designs, and like in that one, they were kind of called it like Norse mythology, like Norse mythology and Victoria don't exactly complement each other.
Well, portals. Portals are the excuse for everything.
But we're also going to introduce you to our Game Awards second annual Future Class, a group of 50 individuals who represent the bright, bold, and inclusive future of our industry.
Oh, every time they use the word inclusive.
We're also partnering with Google Play to have our
Like, what?
Take a shot.
The word is meaningless the way they use it.
female representation in gaming.
Representation.
Selected group of teenagers will
I don't care. I want good games.
as mentors. Right now,
These inclusive people are not making good games. They're checking off a box.
I'm DJ Knight, and I stream Twitch.
Telling myself is that Sony is slowly turning into Microsoft.
What do you mean by that?
One of the things Sony said is that they're gonna just focus on a couple of their very good IPs instead of trying out new things.
I'm okay with that as long as they're funding third-party studios, which is what Sony has always done. Like, Sony focuses on their AAAs, and then they give money to third-party studios to make what they want, and I'm okay with that. The
Unless
problem,
those third parties have a heavy focus on diversity.
well, the problem is those third parties are getting bought out by Microsoft, and then Microsoft destroys those third parties. That's the problem. Look at Rare. Look at Mythic Studios. Oh, you can't. They don't exist anymore. Look at Bullfrog. Oh, it doesn't exist. Look at Lionhead. Oh, it doesn't exist. Yeah, like, just the fact that you're drag, or that you're a woman, or that you're gay or lesbian or whatever, has nothing to do with your ability to make video games. I don't care.
Oh, I don't care either, but for some reason I think a lot of people do.
And the problem is, the people who think it matters end up producing crap.
Yeah.
Because they use that, because they have no talent, they have to bank on those immutable characteristics.
Yeah. Stand out.
Your characteristics is not a replacement for talent.
What is this?
Lord of the Rings Gollum, The Untold Story.
Hi Game Awards, it's Ms. Tech. Final Fantasy XIV just released its latest expansion, Endwalker, and to celebrate, they're partnering with Grubhub on
Yeah, you're right.
Check out this piece I did with them and enjoy the rest
And
of your
like, oh, we need more women in gaming. Oh, okay. Are women buying AAA games? No? Then why are you focused on making AAA games for women? Yes, I understand there should be games for everyone. Fine, I'm okay with that. But don't ram it down my throat. You want to make a game for women, you make a game for women. Fine. But why are you changing my games for men to make them more for women? All you're doing is... because the games that you are changing, all you're doing is making me not buy it. And oh, those women you're trying to get to buy the game, they're not going to buy the game. They have their own games that they're interested in.
It's like that one meme where this guy says, I have made a thing. Everyone else says, we like the thing. And this other guy says, I do not like the thing.
Yeah.
You are racist if you do not change the thing to my liking.
Well, we saw this
Okay,
10 years ago when the industry started saying, oh, 50% of gamers are women and housewives. Really? What games are they playing? Oh, Candy Crush. They're playing Candy Crush. Okay, fine. Then make more. They like those games. Make more of those games for them. Don't try to take my games and make it for them, because all you're doing is destroying my games.
What's up, everybody?
That shit just pisses me off. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I don't blame you. The only thing that gives me hope in Sony's eyes is that they have made some really good games. Like, I just hope, like, the new God of War, I hope they don't Last of Us 2 it.
Oh, God.
He told me his dream was to one day share his game with
Who
the
knows?
at the Game Awards. Well,
Who's making
that dream
God
is
of
about
War?
to come true. Enjoy.
Like, who's the director?
I don't know.
Let's see, who's the director? Sony Santa Monica. Cory Barlog. Oh, that's not a good sign.
What did he make?
Well, he's a ally feminist kind of guy, so that's never a good sign.
I think one of them, like, I know one of them said, had some opinions on the Kyle Rittenhouse trial that were not very good. And one of them recently got busted in a sting. They caught him trying to hook up with a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, that was some random no-name VP at some Sony studio.
That is VP. And that's probably a fairly high position.
It's actually not. VP is not a high position in companies. Because in order to be a VP, you're second in command of some department. And when these companies have 500 departments, you know, and each department has like 4 VPs, that means they have 2,000 VPs. It's a VP is not a high position. It's basically like executive producer. It's a meaningless position.
But being an ally would not be surprising if he had skeletons in his closet.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean,
did he make the first God of War? Was he working on
he was an animator on the first God of War. The first God of War was made by the Twisted Metal guy. What was his name? Jaffe? David Jaffe? He's also a flaming leftist. If you want to be in media today, you have to be a flaming leftist. That's just what it is.
If you want any of your anything you have to say looked at or listened to.
Yeah, I mean,
if anything's even remotely on the other side or even on the center,
just
they'll do
look
whatever
at-
they can so that you're not seen or heard.
Just look at Uncharted. The first 3 Uncharted games were done by Amy Hennig, a woman. But she wasn't a flaming leftist. She was a woman, and of course she banked on the fact that she was a woman, but she wasn't a flaming leftist. Neil Druckmann, however, was a flaming leftist. So, even though Amy Hennig is a woman and you want to talk about diversity, so they still got rid of Amy Hennig to replace her with Neil Druckmann, because Neil Druckmann was more leftist than she was.
Did Neil Druckmann direct the first Last of Us?
He did Last of Us 1, 2, and Uncharted 4. And
'Cause Last of Us
Uncharted
1
Lost
was
Legacies.
amazing.
Yeah, The Last of Us 1 was his foot in the door. So, you know, you don't ram your leftist ideology in your first property. You know, you need to put some bait out.
Yeah, he wanted everyone to give something to look at and then have some leftist stuff hidden and bring it out in the second.
Yeah, you need to have the bait and switch.
Which I am praying does not happen.
It happens every time with everything. You see it in all media. Look at Marvel. Marvel is the same way. They're replacing all their properties and all their characters with woke bullshit, with the bait and switch. They got people in without the woke, and then they just replaced it with woke. Look at the Hawkeye series. The Hawkeye series, Hawkeye's not. It's not even about Hawkeye. Is this Cuphead 2?
I don't know. Might be just an expansion.
Didn't they already do an expansion?
I mean, they did one with Miss Chalice.
I didn't really like Cuphead. The controls were a bit too floaty for me.
I'm eventually gonna play it. I would have got it on day one if it was available on PlayStation.
Well, it's on PlayStation now, isn't it?
It is, but it took like a couple of years.
Yeah.
To do that, and by then I just didn't have as much interest.
Yeah.
Like, I'll probably eventually get it when it's on
I
sale.
played the first level on PC, and it just the gameplay wasn't fun to me. And it's not
Would you say it
difficult.
was too difficult?
No, I have no issues with difficult games. I like difficult games. It's just not fun. Like Ghost of Tsushima, not Ghost of Tsushima. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice is one of my favorite games.
And now it's time for the little blue guy.
Oh yeah, the new He-Man game where He-Man is in it for a total of 10 minutes.
You mean the He-Man Netflix?
Yes. Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh.
New Sonic game. Gonna start a new Sonic cycle.
We do. Not sure what else they can do.
Oh, they can remake, for the lulz, Sonic 06. That's what I would do.
One of my friends who lives in China, he is a die-hard Sonic fan. He will defend every Sonic game to death.
Including Sonic 06?
Yes. His main thing is that it is popular to dunk Sonic 06.
I mean, it is because of Game Grumps.
But that is his main defense. People hate on Sonic 6 because it's popular. They hate on Sonic 06.
I mean, I just 100%ed Tales of Iron. I just beat that game again on Bloody Whiskers mode. That shit was hard. Holy
Sonic
crap.
Frontiers.
Is that open world? What is this?
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like open world. Is this going to be like Sonic meets Shadow of the Colossus?
Oh, who knows? It's Sega, so it's probably going to suck. Hey, there's Kojima.
今年もですね、TG に参加できなくてごめんなさい。来年は必ず出席させていただきます。
So I still have not played his newest game.
デルトロ監督の最新作。
Rule of Sin 2?
をご紹介し
What?
ます。どうぞ。
I think that was his most...
No, the walking simulator game.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
They don't make no never mind who.
That's Kojima.
Yeah.
That was Kojima.
Everything's got to be new these days. Sensational.
Wait. Is this... Is this a movie?
What's your pitch?
It looks like a movie.
You on the level?
I mean, Hideo Kojima
You want to teach me?
Is a
pretty much
is a friend of Guillermo del
loves
Toro.
movies. Yeah, and he pretty much loves
Folks will
movies.
pay good money just to make themselves feel better.
Bradley Cooper.
When a man believes his own lies and people get hurt, then you lie. You try to find your way out. I warned you, didn't I?
David Strathairn is one of my favorite actors.
Wow, that was the best trailer I've seen since Death Stranding. Now on to awards. I'm honored to be announcing the best art direction category. These nominees across a broad
I would
variety of budgets
definitely say
and genres
play Death Stranding now, especially since it's out on PS5.
Yeah.
and animation.
You can get the PS5 version, and it does have extra things. I haven't gotten to it yet. It's been so long. I've been just doing a few other things.
I hope we get
Plan
a million of
eventually.
those.
Getting through that.
Anyhow, here are the nominees for Best Art Direction.
Best art direction.
Life is Strange.
I don't know if I would pick Life is Strange as best art direction.
Okay, probably Kenya. Maybe Psychonauts. Kenya is basically described as Pixar.
I mean, Artful Escape is an Annapurna game, so I wouldn't be surprised if that wins.
And the Game Award for Best Art Direction goes to Deathloop.
Deathloop?
Reminds me, another game that good art direction I need to play is No Straight.
I watched people play Deathloop. It looks so terrible. So generic.
I would not know.
Is that Stanley Tucci? Who the fuck?
This is super weird because last night I made
No.
the bet that Guillermo del Toro will be giving this award, so this is awkward. I will stick to my speech. So thank you, Guillermo, wherever you are. Thanks to the Game Awards. I now have a flashback of when I was studying the 60s era by watching his movie, The Shape of Water. Scrutinizing
I heard
the sets,
Shape of
the
Water is
color,
actually a really good
lighting.
movie.
So thanks for your
Shape of
direct
Water was
participation, Guillermo.
okay.
Also,
Actually,
thank you for
there was
always
a
talking or patient for visual,
a note in
expression or level of
Death
craftsmanship
Stranding.
and
Like
our
you'll
attention to
occasionally see
detail
notes
that,
or some
our
left by
players seem to
people,
really appreciate, isn't
and
it?
he did mention that
Ladies and gentlemen, and I think the
that
guys across the ocean at Arkane are really proud too.
The Shape of Water was a
Thanks to
good
them for
movie.
this fucking cool adventure.
Even
Time art buddies
I mean, it won Best Picture.
Dinga Bakaba. Well, thanks you, bro. we did it.
But
It
one thing
shouldn't
that I
have won
think,
Best Picture, but it did.
Kojima's kind of overthinking things. As I remember, you come across one note, and he basically talks about people were calling themselves more asexual as time went on. And I think Kojima was really just thinking of it as a huge cultural phenomenon. Really, it's not as big as you think.
Congratulations
And that's
to all
kind
the
of
winners
something
so far, and
to
right now we are
outline.
excited to announce additional winners tonight. In the 100% fan-voted Player's Voice category, here are the final 5 nominees, as voted on by fans. And the Game
I'll
Award
tell you,
goes
this is the
to
only one that was actually voted.
Halo Infinite. Congratulations. For Best
Green
RPG,
light.
the nominees are...
I heard that game came out unfinished.
Goes to
I mean,
of Arise.
best role-playing game, Tales of Arise. That's what I thought.
Oh wow!
And music. Those
I thought it was
nominees
gonna be
are-
Shinigami Tensei.
And the Game Award goes to Nier Replicant.
Yep, definitely.
Next up is Content Creator of the Year. But first, let's hear from fans and creators themselves.
Content Creator of the Year. Who's the nominees?
For Creator of the Year, I want Dream to win. Good luck, Dream.
It's all about the beard, people. You gotta vote for Evi.
Hi, my name is Emily. I would like to nominate Foosley.
I don't even know who the fuck these people are.
I think Jesse Cox. He was on a podcast.
No, no,
with
I meant
Total Biscuit.
the people they were nominating.
And the Game Award goes
Who the
to
fuck are these people?
Dream. Congratulations, Dream.
The only person I know is Dream, and that's because of Donkey's videos where he makes a fake conflict between him and Dream.
It Takes Two.
I only know Dream because I've heard people talking about him.
I learned to keep microphones away from him. Congrats. And now to present the best mobile game, please welcome WNBA player and Team Liquid streamer, Ariel Powers.
Who?
Thanks, Jeff.
Oh,
Wait,
he was the other girl in the.
Did he say WNBA player?
Goes to
No, he said Team Liquid streamer.
Yeah, he said. I thought he said WNBA player and Team Liquid streamer.
Oh, well, I could be wrong.
That could be why I don't know who the fuck she is. No one watches WNBA.
Hey, Genshin Impact won best mobile game. And I've been playing a lot on my PS5.
I have never played it.
It's a lot of course.
I'm still not quite sure what it is. Is it an MMO? Is it a gacha game? Nobody can really explain it to me.
I would say it's a single player gacha game.
Yeah, that just
It does not play like an MMO. Has MMO elements, but it plays like a single player. Of course, they have. Wait a minute. Are they going to talk about the Activision?
Zeratus, the reason why they show this shit is because the gaming industry has gone complete woke, and so it has to be all about community and inclusion.
A lesson in blackness.
Yeah, don't care.
Let's just speak the 100% truth.
Your immutable characteristics is not a replacement for talent or personality.
No, you're not. If you define yourself by an immutable characteristic, then you're pretty much defining yourself by a stereotype.
Exactly.
You should be trying to get away from stereotypes.
Oh, but if you do that, they call you a coon or an Uncle Tom.
Could even be called the white face, the black face of white supremacy.
Fucking Larry Elder, the white face of black supremacy. I mean, these people are just evil. That's my feeling at this point.
Better to look good than to actually be good. Their eyes.
Plus, Zeratus, another reason to show that blackness of gaming thing is it was an ad for Facebook.
With Amazon Luna, I can play all my favorite games straight from the cloud.
Amazon Luna, because you know Google was so successful at this.
Yo, Brandon, what's that game you keep talking about? Which one? The lineup looks awesome. Yakuza Like a Dragon, Devil May Cry 5, Judgment, Rainbow Six Extraction. I can play any game without waiting for long downloads.
There are so many great games. Luna Couch, anyone?
I'm in. Feels like I'm on your couch. Let's go.
I'm making yeah.
What?
Is Amazon making their own version of Google Stadia?
Yeah, it's Amazon Luna. Well, it's cloud gaming, so Amazon at least has a foot in the door with S3. They're still doing Vermintide? Is this a remake? I thought Vermintide came out years ago.
Unless they're making the third one.
You didn't have a number, so I think this is a remake.
No, there was a Vermintide 1 and a Vermintide 2.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the title they showed didn't have a number. So I think this is a remake of Vermintide 1.
Or it could be a reboot.
I mean, why? Vermintide is not, you know, that well known of a game that it needs a reboot. You figured they would do a Neverwinter Nights remake before they did Vermintide remake. Wait, are they doing a Neverwinter Nights remake?
I think they released a reboot
of Neverwinter Nights.
Yeah, because I know you can get it on PS4 and PS5.
Oh, I didn't know it already came out. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
What is this voice acting?
That's how people sound like in the first two games.
Warrior Priest.
Oh, so I guess it's an expansion for the second game.
I'm not seeing a Neverwinter Nights, just Neverwinter, which is the MMO.
Oh, okay.
She's an actor who stars in The Mandalorian and the upcoming series The Book of Boba Fett. Please welcome Ming-Na Wen.
Oh, okay.
Two series I am not watching.
I remember one of the actors there had some really bad opinions on the Rittenhouse trial.
Yeah, of course.
Gaming
Or something else.
narrative is more
I don't know
than
if it was her
collection
or
of
not.
cutscenes. It represents
No, it was what's his name? Pablo.
characters. To be nominated for the Best Narrative Award, a great game demands
The
provocative
guy,
dialogue and a
the Mandalorian guy.
But above all,
I don't know
it must exhibit
the actor.
meaningful involvement with the audience. And also, just speaking as the mother of a son who loves gaming, it's nice when there's more to the story than just blowing up grenade factories and shouting obscenities at your alligator.
Not
bride.
Pablo Escobar. The guy who plays the Mandalorian. I can't remember his name.
Best narrative.
Did you just say his name, Pablo Escobar?
No, Pablo Escobar was a drug runner. From like the 60s and 70s. Out of like, I forgot what country.
To find out exactly.
What is this category?
I can reveal their secret.
You have proven yourselves unworthy, and you must be destroyed.
I think it was best like story.
Best story.
My first day on the job.
Best narrative. Come on, I want to play Psychonauts 2, but I can't because fuck
And
you,
the
Microsoft.
Game award for best narrative goes to
Life is Strange.
Marvel's Guardians of
What?
the Galaxy.
Oh, they're doing that whole thing that they do every few years where everybody wins an award. So one game can't sweep everything.
Like last year.
No, last year they didn't do that. So one game swept everything.
Yeah, Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
That's everything last year.
Yeah. But most years, what they'll do is they'll have it so one game wins in every category.
A surprise. There are so many people.
It's really stupid.
Because they don't want one game to win 6 categories.
Exactly. But they allowed it for The Last of Us 2 because, you know, inclusiveness. It fit the narrative.
Cast for bringing them to life in ways that words on a page can never do. For Olivier, our producer, Hubert, JF, my game director, the entire crew who worked on it.
But now every game fits the narrative, so they can't do that anymore.
Did you play the Marvel Avengers game?
Nope, I heard it was terrible. I'm not interested.
I heard it was all right.
I'm not interested in games as a service games. Like I heard the new I heard the Guardians of the Galaxy game is actually really good because it's not a games as a service game. It's a one-off. But I mean, I'm just not interested. I mean, maybe I'll get around to playing it because I do like the Marvel Spider-Man games, but you know, that's Sucker
Marvel,
Punch.
You're thinking a completely different genre.
Yeah, that's Sucker Punch. Who made Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy?
Made Sly Cooper and Infamous.
I'm sorry, Insomniac, not Sucker Punch.
Okay.
Oh, Eidos Montreal did Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, they also did Marvel's Avengers, so that's not a good sign. You know, I love artsy style games. That's why I'm a huge fan of Annapurna. I think they make the best artsy style games. But these days, there's too many artsy style games that are artsy for the sake of being artsy.
Kind of like the art is really the only.
Yeah, it's the only thing the game has going for it.
This game does look like it has some fun platforms.
Well, I heard the music minigame in this game is really in-depth. Like, people play real music in it.
This game they're showing right now?
Yeah, Chaya.
Chaya.
Because a lot of people have already been playing it.
Okay.
You know, beta testers, early access people.
I know Kenya is known for its really good gameplay.
I haven't played it, and I haven't seen anyone who's played it.
Me neither.
We've all been waiting anxiously for them to give us a first look at.
Kaylee, what the hell do you think you're doing? Huh? That footage is strictly classified.
Oh god, this kind of meta shit is so dumb. I hate it when they do this crap.
My name is Director Amanda Waller.
And no, I'm sorry, you're not Director Amanda Waller.
Game Awards doesn't care about disclosing classified intel. Listen up.
I like the new Suicide Squad movie.
About Task Force X.
State
of the Justice League.
Are you talking about Birds of Prey?
No, the new Suicide Squad movie. That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
The new one.
I didn't know there was a new one.
Yeah, it's called The Suicide Squad instead of Suicide Squad. It's a pseudo sequel.
Isn't one of the characters like a giant shark?
Yes, in Naoe. King Shark. It was a lot of fun. It was great.
She gone?
Okay.
Well, it wasn't great. It was good.
All right. Well,
I watched the first Suicide Squad.
The first one was not good.
This is gonna be worth the
I didn't like what they did with the Joker. You have to take the Joker like a surfer, dude.
I had no issues with what they did with the Joker. He was in the movie for like 4 minutes. And everyone is constantly trying to come up with their own interpretation. I got no issues with someone else trying their own interpretation that's not, you know, related to any of the others. So I got no issues with that. I got issues with the rest of the movie. The rest of the movie is the last third of the movie just goes off the rails.
Flash is alive, and he's playing for Team Brainiac. I gave you orders. Kill the Flash, or I'll kill you myself.
Cool.
They're making a Suicide Squad game.
Mm-hmm. And I actually really like the Harley Quinn TV show.
The animated one?
Yeah. I mean, it's woke as shit, but they don't ram it down your throat. Like, there's a woke joke every now and then, but the woke jokes are funny, so I don't have a problem with it. It's okay to be woke if you're not preachy and you're funny while doing it.
Yeah.
The problem is so much woke shit. Being woke is the point, not making you laugh in a comedy. So who's making this game? Is this Rocksteady?
Not that. This game looks like it could be good.
I mean, it looks like their version of Guardians of the Galaxy, essentially.
Yeah.
And like I said, I heard Guardians of the Galaxy was good. I haven't played it yet.
Me neither.
But the more I hear about it, the more I'm interested in playing. Because a lot of people didn't play it simply because they didn't like Avengers. Because Avengers was games as a service.
Actually, I kind of see this looks very similar to Avengers. Because Giant Shark's kind of playing like the Hulk.
Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, as long as it's not games as a service.
Yeah.
It would be more like Guardians of the Galaxy. And Justice League would be more like Avengers. Wait, is the main character Captain Boomerang? Oh, it's Rocksteady. I was right.
What have Rocksteady made?
The Batman games.
Okay.
From the upcoming game
I don't believe they did Arkham Knight. You know, the one everyone hated?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here with you. You may have met the character I portray in Forspoken, Frey Holland. I am so excited to be here to announce a brand new trailer.
Okay, what I saw about Forspoken before, it looked cool,
like a tech demo,
but it looked like a tech demo. So
yeah, that's what I thought. I'm thinking of the trailer that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it looked like a tech demo. So I'd like to see more of this game. Hopefully, we can see some more gameplay. Yes, Zeratus, I definitely prefer the old 90s Harley Quinn to the new one. Because the new one is all about women's empowerment.
Who are you, child? My name is Frey Holland. I do not know how I got here. And all I want is to go home.
She is hell's spawn. How else did she survive in the corruption?
The people are afraid. They look to me in the council for hope that we cannot give.
See, what has me worried about Forspoken is that they advertise it as we have a black female lead. I don't care. Make a good game. I don't care what the color of her skin is.
It breaks. Yeah.
I don't have an issue with her being black. I have an issue with them.
I have a good game that has a black female lead.
Yeah, I have no issues with
advertising it as a game.
Yes, exactly. Got no issues with her being black. I have issues with you headlining the fact that she's black as a reason for me to play the game. Although this looks good. This looks like Final Fantasy 15.
How do you plead? Not guilty.
Lies.
I'd definitely say this is upgraded Final Fantasy 15. Kind of like at this, almost think like Final Fantasy 15 meets Returnal.
Yes, but remember, this is by Square Enix, so
yeah.
Well, Returnal, what people don't understand is Returnal is a shmup.
Yeah.
They think it's a shooter.
And you kind of like, it's very fast paced. Like you move around really quickly.
Yeah, they think it's a shooter. It's not a shooter. It's a shmup. It's a third-person shmup. Similar to Nier Automata.
Yeah.
Is this Focus Home Interactive? This looks
Yes.
Warhammer 40K.
How is that series going?
I am not into Warhammer, but the lore of 40K, from what I've seen of it, is really cool. I have not played any of their games. I've heard the games progressively get better with each release. Starting from Space Marine, I heard Space Marine was the first good game they released.
If memory serves, Warhammer kind of like open dev, so like anyone can make a Warhammer game.
Yes, it's like a D&D, where D&D is a manual, and so people make their own lore for D&D. So Warhammer has a bit more focus on their lore. Like there is one organization that manages it all. I forgot what that organization is called. I think it's like Creative. It's not Creative Assembly. It's I don't know. I forgot what it's called. But they've been going very woke in the past couple of years. So that's not a good sign for them.
Back 1 second.
Space Marines are angels. Warhammer Space Marine 2. I should get Warhammer Space Marine.
Joining me now is Tim Willits from Saber and the star of the game who will play Captain Titus, Clive Standen. Tim, what did we just see?
Well, I'm just so excited I can finally talk about this game. You know, we are making Space Marine 2, a sequel to the iconic, Warhammer 40K game. And at Saber, we're using the experience that we have learned from games like Halo, Quake Champions, World War Z, to really bring this game to life, to make it the most intense action game ever. And we've got Clive as a Space Marine. It's awesome.
Clive, how does it feel to be in the game?
It's a dream, a pretty bleak and grim dream, but anyone who's ever seen any of the work I've done, I'm not scared of the darkness. No, I'm stoked and grateful to be a part of this. I used to play with and paint the Space Marines when I was a kid with my older brother, so the chance to play one of the most iconic characters in the Warhammer 40K universe is everything to me. So
it fits you. Looks good. So we're excited to see more of the game, and awesome for you guys to show the gameplay. Tim, Clive, thank you so much for joining us. And right now, here's a brand new look at Saints Row.
Oh. Way to ruin the franchise.
I'm back. What did I miss?
It was Space Marine 2.
Space Marine 2, and I heard the new Saints Row is supposed to get really woke.
Oh, it is completely woke. The game is about a bunch of college kids who form the Saints gang to help pay off their student loans. That is such a woke premise. I mean, and look at the main character. Look at their haircut. It screams woke. The whole half-shaved head thing.
Yeah.
There are two signs to wokeness: blue hair and a half-shaven head.
Step is to find people that can shoot guns.
I mean, honestly, if you believe
the headshot looks terrible,
if you believe somebody else should pay off your debts, then you're a retarded person. which is a shame because I love Saints Row. And if any series should not be woke, it's Saints Row. It's a game where you beat people up with a giant dildo bat.
Yeah, and you could give your character giant tits.
And you can walk around naked.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling they're not going to allow you to make your own character in this. I think you have to play as this stupid bitch.
Oh boy.
Self-made. Self-made. Yup. By stealing from other people to pay off your college debts. That is self-made. These people are insane.
Oh. New Fall Guys.
Is that what this is?
Yeah. It's a fun game. I haven't played it in a long time.
Well, everyone played it for about a month because it was free on PS Plus.
Yeah. I'll probably play it every time it gets a new update. That does look fun. Oh yeah, it's in the near Anima Masters. Like a lot of different third party. Oh, Kenya. Not sure what that is.
Kina.
Yeah, Kina.
There's still plenty of show left, and why would you want to watch alone when you could watch with me and Ariel Powers?
Exactly.
Tune into our watch party to see a lot of exclusive
Who the
interviews.
fuck
and
is
industrial
Ariel
tech tapes.
Powers?
Trust me, you do not want to miss it.
But don't take our word for it. Come to twitch.tv/NadeHill, powered by Verizon 5G. Come check it out.
See you soon.
American professional basketball player. Yep, WNBA.
Oh, I heard this game came out with so many glitches.
Every game these days come out with so many glitches.
Especially a game like Battlefield.
It's one of the downsides of online gaming. They can just release games half in the can.
Okay, so far, they've shown some games that look cool, but nothing that really stands out or pops out or something like, yo, I want to look this up as soon as the awards are done.
Yeah, like I want to see more of Stray.
Mechs are here.
That's Annapurna's next game.
Rug here, and I'm asking you to help me destroy 1 billion mechs for Able Gamers charity in the hit new game, Mech Arena. Join me and millions of players in 5-on-5 mech action for a chance to win insane prizes, raise money for a good cause, and get a shot at driving.
I wonder how these esport players feel hawking these games that they obviously do not play.
Mech Arena.
Like every time there's a ad for Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh yeah.
It's one award. It's one award.
And you know, all these people are always like, I really love this game and use my code and blah blah blah. And I'm like, really? You don't play that crap.
Maybe like didn't I play it for like a half hour, 10 minutes.
What about one sponsor? No way. With every win, you only want more, because enough is never enough.
Enough is never enough. That sounds like a good BLM quote.
WD Black Peace, and tonight you can get 10% off selected WD Black
Do you
products.
think you've given us
to
enough?
celebrate
No.
the Game Awards.
Mm.
Please welcome 7-time NBA All-Star and owner of Endemic, Paul George.
Who is Paul George?
No idea.
Good evening, everyone. I love action-adventure games for their versatility. 1 minute you're solving a puzzle, the next you're lining up headshots, and then suddenly you're being put on a hook by a vampire lady taller than me. This category is like a showcase of what it means to be a video game. Here are the nominees for Best Action Adventure Game.
Best action adventure game.
I would guess Ratchet.
I don't think Ratchet & Clank should win any awards. This is probably going to be Metroid Dread.
This shouldn't take too long. I've got eyes on the target. Ratchet, the Dimension 8.
Like, I loved Rift Apart, but it wasn't anything special. It was just another Ratchet & Clank game.
On PS. Entropy.
And the Game Award for Best Action Adventure Game goes to Metroid Dread.
In general, I hate the category action adventure. That category name is meaningless.
A lot of different games can be different.
Exactly.
Action adventure. I mean, action and adventure are very broad terms themselves.
Yeah.
Adventure just kind of like explore. Action.
Like putting Metroid Dread right next to Resident Evil. These two games are not in the same category.
It's filled with action-packed moments behind every door, around every corner, and on every level. And at the same time, it introduces us to a massive and mysterious new planet that players can explore and adventure through. It's the result of a true collaboration between Nintendo and Mercury Steam, and I have a few comments that the developers asked me to read on their behalf. We'd like to say a big thank you
of a game that has a female lead. That doesn't need to advertise itself as a game with a female lead.
Exactly.
Metroid fans around the world the experience that they were hoping for. It's been a dream come true to travel together in this dangerous yet marvelous journey to ZDR. We're so thankful for all the fans for enjoying Metroid Dread on Nintendo Switch. Thank you very much.
The focus of Metroid was never the fact that Samus is a woman. And that's why the games were good. There was only one game that focused on the fact that Samus was a woman. And that's the one everyone hated. Other M.
Yeah. One that was done by Ninja Theory. No, sorry, not Ninja Theory.
Team Ninja.
Scrabble for desert power. Move slowly, and the day of your revenge will come.
Is this Dune?
Speed is a device of shape.
I was wondering, you said you saw the new Dune.
Yes.
Do you think it's gonna make, is it gonna be 2 series or 3 series?
Huh.
Do you think
It
there's
should
gonna be one
be
more movie or 2 more?
See, that's tough. It depends on how quickly it gets to the time jump. Because honestly, I figured that they were going to.
It is Dune Spice War.
Is it the RTS? What? Yeah, it's 4X. Okay, it's a 4X game. Who's it from? Funcom. Okay.
Please welcome 2 of the stars of the upcoming Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Ashley
You
Burch
you
and
must
Will
be thinking,
Arnett.
is there more than one Dune movie?
There's like
Because
4 books.
I remember seeing one Dune movie. Came out in like the 80s.
1982.
We are
Showed
so
it to me.
excited to
There's also
I'm
a
pretty sure
mini
that movie was
series.
close to 3 hours.
Yeah, no, it was like 2 hours.
One of the characters kind of looked like Conan the Barbarian.
Yes, but in a clever
Or the
twist,
He-Man.
I turn out to be the
What
underdog
the main
hero
character
of the
looked
entire
like.
realm, and it's
No.
really beautiful. And it's actually
He
one of the main reasons that I
eventually
took
learned
this
how to
role.
ride a giant one.
Yes, that. But there's a time skip in the middle of the story. I figured that Villeneuve would end the first movie right before the time skip, but he didn't.
For millions of unemployed individuals.
He raises the dead, man.
Yeah, and he gives them stuff to do, okay? Some of them get to sail, some form a rock band. A lot of them, like, I don't know, stab things or something.
Do you really not know the story of the game that you're in?
Sure. No, you mean the whimsical adventure from the mind of a 13-year-old demolitions expert? Yeah, who whimsically tries to blow up the heroes for 40 levels. Yeah, so if anyone is the central villain here, it's Tiny Tina.
All right, roll the damn trailer.
There is a world beyond the Borderlands. A world forged by wonder and ruled by fate.
I really do not care about Borderlands.
One alone
Yeah.
who can wield fate.
I think the only thing that makes it memorable is that it's co-op.
The Fate Maker.
And there's some funny dialogue.
Well, I mean, the second game was written by Anthony Birch. And Anthony Birch is a great writer.
I can aid you.
But, I mean, I think that's the last one he wrote. So that's why people didn't like the new Borderlands 3. Because Anthony Birch wasn't involved.
I'm sensing some real evil vibes this way. Now follow me.
A beautiful body indeed. And full of power.
I'm invincible.
Looking bad. How do we win this?
We attack together for the Queen! You'll never get the Sword of Souls, you idiot!
You want to fight? I'll give you a fight.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Sisters, I believe we have.
I don't know why my mic is crackling like this. Can you hear my mic crackling?
Listen to me.
I heard a little bit.
You could be off adventuring.
And I can hear that yours is video is ahead of me.
Yeah.
That's nothing to do about it.
And it begins to rise from the ground.
But what is this game?
It's Tiny Tina.
So it's just like Borderlands with fantasy.
Yes, pretty much. It's Tiny Tina playing a D&D game. Think of it as when what was that? That show, Fry, Leela. I'm blanking here. Bender.
Futurama?
Futurama had that one movie where it was a D&D game. That Bender's Big Game. Now I know this is a short spin-off, like it's only $20.
Okay. Yeah, I figured this would kind of be like an extension.
Unexpected way.
Dog. Sneeze.
Oh God, Among Us VR. I still want my PlayStation VR 2.
Pretty fun. All
Why?
Right, tonight we have a very
Why
special
what?
K-pop performance.
Among Us
South Korean
VR.
developer
Oh.
Pearl Abyss wanted to thank you
I
for the
mean,
great
I got
response
no
to the recent
issues
trailer
with that.
for their
As an
upcoming
idea, it's probably fantastic. VR is great, and people enjoy Among Us.
K-pop dance team, 1
That
Million
doesn't mean
Dance
they go
Studio.
good together.
Enjoy.
Wait. What is this?
Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy 14. What the fuck is this? This is some pedo shit.
Oh, at least it's CGI. I was thinking this almost looks like Ninjala, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I think that's just what some of the designs are. Yeah, they're making a new Final Fantasy.
I mean, at least with things like the Idolmaster, they don't look 10.
I mean, they don't look adults, but I do agree. I mean, maybe this is meant for kids. But,
I mean, they look like babies.
Yeah. So maybe that's the appeal market.
Oh no, from what I've been seeing the last few years, it seems like everything woke. I mean, Trump says everything woke turns to shit. I think everything woke is a secret vehicle for pedophilia. That's what it looks like to me.
I would not disagree with you.
Remember when they were attacking Trump because people were like, "Oh, you're here to save us from a secret cabal of kid rapists"? And what do we know now? Yeah, there's a secret cabal of kid rapists.
All night we are
And Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
First time are the top 3 male and female artists as listened to by
And they don't want to
2021.
air the trial of
and anyone who posts anything
is too pure.
Anyone who posts anything from the Maxwell trial is getting banned from Twitter.
The most listened to Spotify songs. Now, a winner earlier tonight for best mobile game.
Like there's a reporter inside the courtroom who's constantly tweeting what goes on. I think they're called a Maxwell tracker, and they keep on having to make new Twitter accounts because her Twitter account keeps getting banned.
And because it's going to implicate a lot of well-known, powerful people.
Mm-hmm.
None of that have anything to say about it. To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
Is this
This is Genshin Impact.
Genshin Impact? Like everything I see from this game shows me it's an MMO, but then everyone says it's single player. Is it like Monster Hunter?
Have you played Breath of the Wild?
No.
It is very similar to Breath of the Wild.
But where's the replayability if it's offline?
It's very long, and it's getting updates every going to update every, I would say, month and a half.
See, very long is not a selling point to me. Like my biggest problem with, I loved The Witcher 3. My biggest problem with The Witcher 3 is it was too long.
The king has gone insane.
He is a proponent of a theory called animal magnetism.
He's capable of anything.
This might be Final Fantasy 16.
No.
To do much more than dance. Angel of Death, descended from the heavens to vanquish the clockwork tyrant.
The Clockwork Tyrant.
These machines feed on the dead. The greater the massacre, the deeper the river where they slake their thirst.
This music reminds me of Yoko Kanno.
I hear what you're saying.
Specifically, Yoko Kanno's work in X. Steel Rising. And remember what I said earlier about Victorian does not make you interesting?
Yeah.
Another Victorian game.
Yeah.
Although technically not Victorian, that was more French Revolution.
Everyone, this is Matt Hafey, lead guitar player and lead singer of the metal band Trivium. I'm also a streamer on Twitch.
Okay, fine. Let's not call it Victorian. Let's call it Baroque.
Rhythm-based shooter game. Make sure to check it out. We also have incredible metal screamers, singers like myself.
Wait,
like
what does
Elisa,
Baroque
Arch Enemy,
mean?
Rated from Lamb of God.
I mean, it's just that, post-Renaissance era.
Okay.
There was a soul. music inside. They called her the Unknown.
Oh, is this that rhythm shooter?
I guess.
I forgot.
Play the beat.
I forgot what that rhythm shooter was called. Do you know what I'm talking about?
There was one, I think so. It was like Beat Saber, but you had two guns.
Yeah, that's.
I don't remember the name of it. I mean, that looks like a cool Doom mod.
Yeah, this looks like Doom to me. Mental Health Singer. I'm very disappointed with how bad Doom Eternal was.
Was it that?
Oh, it was terrible.
What was the first one?
Oh, Doom 2016 is probably the best single-player experience in a first-person shooter ever made. No question. But Doom Eternal, they just fuck with the gameplay design so much.
That I have not played this game yet.
Well, this is a mobile version of Rocket League.
Oh, okay. So I remember it was free for PS Plus.
Yeah.
Welcome back, and that's right. Starting in 2022, there's a new way to play your favorite mobile games on your PC through Google Play Games. Take games from your pocket to your desktop and seamlessly pick up where you left off. Google Play Games on PC is coming soon in 2022. Next, here's another brand new game announcement for
mobile
the first
games
time
on your
at the
PC
Game
already?
You can already.
I thought you could. Then what's the point of that?
It makes it easier by having a unified platform.
Okay.
And cloud save sharing. Star Trek, oh god.
Star Trek Telltale game.
As if Telltale doesn't ruin enough stuff. Star Trek was already ruined by CBS.
Yeah. Oh, did you watch the I think it's the HBO series that there's an animated Star Trek?
I saw the first season of Lower Decks.
Yeah, Lower Decks.
I have not watched the second season yet. But it is a sad day when the Lower Decks, as bad as it is the best Star Trek series out right now. That's how bad Star Trek is right now. Like, Picard is holy shit awful. Discovery, the first season of Discovery was good. But they fired all the writers after one season and brought in new woke writers.
He's back again.
And now the main character cries in every episode. What's up, Flaw NC? I like Typing of the Dead. What'd you say?
I'm saying, hey, look, it's Reggie.
Oh, yeah. He's looking old. Wow.
Wow.
His body is not as ready as
Isn't it
it
great
once
to be
was.
back
Yeah.
live and in person, back amongst friends? It's fantastic. This is a wonderful.
What would
time
they
to be
show for the Switch?
The Game Awards.
Splatoon 3,
Our opportunity to
maybe
celebrate the
Xenoblade
creators
3,
and the players. What is this, Jeff? Eighth
maybe
year?
Breath of the
Something
Wild
like that?
2.
So much, we've witnessed so much over these past few years. The launch of next generation 8 and 9 consoles, the mobile revolution, streaming games, VR, AR, and quality free-to-play games. And this category represents another innovation in our industry. This is the award for Best Ongoing Game. It used to be that a game would ship.
Best ongoing game is going to be Final Fantasy 14, isn't it?
Today's developers
Probably.
keep players coming back to their beloved titles again and again by delivering and creating exciting new content. Here are the 5 nominees who are engaging their audiences year after year.
EverQuest. Is EverQuest still around?
Best ongoing game.
To me, the 2 best MMOs ever made was EverQuest 2 and
Phantasy Star Online 2?
I didn't play it. I don't know. Maybe EverQuest 2.
But it could be Genshin Impact. It could also be Fortnite.
And what's it called? The Secret World at launch.
To Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But EverQuest 2 was phenomenal, and every time some new thing comes out for a new MMO, I just think EverQuest 2 had that on launch, and that game came out in like 2004.
What made EverQuest 2 the best MMO?
The gameplay design was just so refined, and all the things you hear about new MMOs having, EverQuest 2 had at launch. Things like built-in guild systems, completely voiced over, radiant server sharding,
Final Fantasy 14 who pour their hearts into the work.
quest-based story-based questing rather than fetch quests.
And beyond. So a big thank you to Final Fantasy 14 team, and can't wait to see what's going on in the future. And honestly, the biggest thanks to our community. They've been our rock.
I loved EverQuest 1 as well, but EverQuest 2
Still
just...
worth playing today?
What?
Did you say EverQuest 2 is still worth playing today?
I don't know. I haven't played it in 10 years. But I doubt it. The problem that EverQuest 2 had was it came out 2 days before World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And one of the problems with Blizzard games in general, Blizzard games are not advanced. Blizzard releases 10-year-old games on the day of release. Like when StarCraft 2 came out, it was already 10 years old. Because in the 12 years between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2, there had been so many advancements in the RTS genre. And StarCraft 2 ignored all the advancements. And World of Warcraft had the same issue. When World of Warcraft came out, it was already 10 years old by MMO standards. But what Blizzard does is very similar to what Apple does. Apple manages to get you to buy old things by making them look very refined, not necessarily being refined in actuality.
Wants to look more refined than it actually is.
Yeah, and they also have World of Warcraft perfected the loop of achievement. You always felt like you were achieving something in Blizzard games, even if you're not actually achieving anything. You know, like you fail at something, they'll give you a trophy for dying, that kind of stuff. No matter what, you're achieving something, even if that something is stupid and bad. And that's what World of Warcraft had going for it. Like, a lot of my friends played World of Warcraft while I was playing EverQuest 2, and they would tell me, oh, this new expansion, Wrath of the Lich King, Burning Crusade, added this new thing. And I'm like, okay, EverQuest 2 had that 4 years ago on launch day. But the problem that EverQuest 2 had, which is why so many people couldn't get into it, is that EverQuest 2 was hard. And, you know, a lot of people don't like hard games, especially when that game came out. Now, people are a lot more open to hard games. But not back then. People wanted easier games. And so, one of the things you could do in EverQuest 2 is you can do a pickup group. You can do a pug. And a pug in EverQuest 2, you knew that people who were playing EverQuest 2 knew how to play their character. Because the game had stopgaps. The game would be like, you did not select your class at level 1. You would just play the game at level 1. You had no class. And at level 6, you would pick an archetype. And then at level 12, you would pick a sub-archetype. And then at level 18, you would pick a sub-archetype. And at each of those levels, there was a quest that stopgapped you. And based on what archetype you picked, it would give you a quest to say, you have to do this quest. And if you cannot solve this quest, you are not allowed to continue. You are not allowed to gain any more levels. You are not allowed to continue playing this game. Beat this quest and you have to do it alone, or you're not allowed to play this game anymore. And so basically the game said you had to learn how to play this game or you're not allowed to play this game. Oh hey, finally, the sequel.
A Plague Tale.
To a Plague Tale, yeah. So EverQuest 2, at level 60, you pick up a pug with random people you never met before, and it was a perfectly fine group because everyone knew how to play. World of Warcraft
You had to know.
You had to know.
You had to know.
World of Warcraft was such an easy game that you can do a pickup group, and chances are the people you group with were 9 times out of 10 complete fucking morons. Because the game did not force you to know how to play the game.
What have you done?
I like the Plague Tale.
I'm like, wait, didn't he learn how to control the rats? I thought he learned how to control the rats.
I mean, he did.
This year we partnered with Grubhub.
Well, what happened?
Really cool
I don't know. We'll find out.
Using the code ENDWALKER
Yeah.
during the show to get free delivery.
I got 2
That does
platinums.
actually look dope.
and an exclusive Final
I got 2
Fantasy
platinums for that
14
game.
pizza emote for the game. I know you get some dinner.
Because the
I'm mad that I didn't have a PS5 when that came out for free and plus.
Dying Light 2 arrives after a long wait.
Well, the
We've got a
PS5,
minute right now
it transfers your
game
save
story.
over, so it
This
gives
is
you a
huge
free
trailer.
platinum. If you platinumed it on PS4.
I never got it on PS4.
Oh. No word on Project Eve.
I was say the new Plague Tale, like, so I remember watching you guys stream it, and you know she was just using a slingshot
Yeah.
and wasn't really killing people, but knocking them out.
Knocking them out, and then the rats would kill them.
Yeah, but now in that one, she looked like that she was using a crossbow.
Yep. Where is my mind?
I'm almost thinking this looks like the
Looks like a
Dying
generic
Light 2.
zombie game to me. I really hate zombie games. See, the problem with zombie games, this is Dead
that you
Island.
can make. Yeah, you can make the AI brain dead.
Well, no, that is a problem, but it's not the main problem. The main problem with zombie stories in general is, I mean, the trailer looks like how Dead Island does it, Dying Light. The problem with zombie games and zombie stories in
Dying Light 2.
The problem with zombie stories in general is zombie stories, the zombies themselves are not the interesting part. So in order to make the story interesting, it's not the zombies that matter, it's the rest of the world and the people in it. And you need to do the story based on how people react to the world that they're in. But there's only so many different ways you can react to a zombie story. And the problem with zombie games is they've padded that story around boring zombie elements. Like, give me less of the zombies and more of the people in the world, but they're
makes the zombies interesting.
But they're using the zombies as an element to pad the gameplay. The Walking Dead, I only watched the first season, and My thoughts on the first season perfectly exemplify my feeling in zombie games. How I'm saying the interesting part is the people, not the zombies, and then the zombies is just the boring shit in between the people. The Walking Dead, the first season that I watched, was the same exact way. Every other episode was good. The episodes where it focused on the people were good, but then every other episode was them running from zombies, and those episodes were boring.
Easily look at this and think it's a new Call of Duty game. Or it looks like a new Crysis.
I mean, generic squad shooter. That's what it looks like to me.
With some sci-fi.
The island you once
Another Fortnite thing.
Welcome to Chapter 3, where there are brand new places to explore and exciting new ways to experience Fortnite like never before. Start by earning Battle Pass XP beyond Battle Royale. It's all about playing your way to level up and unlock Battle Pass outfits, including Spider-Man.
Didn't Fortnite originally have a single player?
I think so, and I think it was a completely different game.
Yeah, Fortnite was
I remember
supposed to be a
trailer
single
for
player
a long
game.
time ago that looked a lot like Fortnite, but it was a tower defense.
Yeah.
Third-person tower defense game.
Yeah,
I remember
Fortnite
it
was
looked like you were
originally
getting
a
resources
single
during the
player
day,
game.
and then there were these weird creatures that would come at night and try to attack your base.
Yeah, and this multiplayer was just like a side multiplayer thing in the game.
The island is all new. Explore Sanctuary, hidden home of the
They pretty much just expanded that into its own game.
Well, that's basically what happened with Dota.
Yeah.
Dota was a user-made map in a terrible RTS. Yes, I said it. Warcraft 3 sucked. Remember what I said about Blizzard games?
Yeah.
So what are you waiting for? Drop into Chapter 3 and start exploring the new island, because you'll never know what you might find.
I think they put Venom in the game a while ago. That's not too. I mean, they recently put in Naruto characters in Fortnite.
Is this
Eventually, they're gonna
Vampire
put in
the
Cloud and
Masquerade?
Sephiroth. Oh.
Yeah, this has to be the new Vampire the Masquerade game.
This doesn't look anything like the first game.
No. Well, I mean, the first game was buggy as shit.
Yeah.
And they've been working on this game for like 10 years. Like, I've been seeing trailers for this game for at least 10 years. Although this doesn't look like Vampire the Masquerade.
I almost want to say this looks like Saints Row.
Yeah, it looks more like traditional Saints Row.
Yeah, you're just vampire.
Okay, it's Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, so it's a new Vampire the Masquerade game.
Okay. I'm guessing it's not going to be canon, or it's just going to be...
Flaw, if they never touch the Legacy of Kain series again, that means they can't fuck it up. And I'd be okay with that.
Wait, is Vampire the Blood Masquerade part of
free to play. Back
when I
started the Game Awards in 2014, this band made a bet on me in the
Legacy
show
of Kain is Soul Reaver.
7
Yeah,
years
that's
later, Imagine Dragons is
Because I
back at the
have
Game
two of the
Awards
games on
for a
my
once-in-a-lifetime
PS3.
that
I think like
celebrates
the
10
first game
years
that's kind of
of
like a
super
puzzle game.
giant games and their
I
first
have no
release,
idea
Bastion. Please
what I'm
welcome
supposed to do.
Imagine Dragons, featuring the composers and songwriters behind all of Super
And the other
Giant's
one that's
games,
kind of like a
Darren
PS1
Korn and
action
Ashley Barrett.
game.
Imagine Dragons doing Supergiant games, huh? I really liked Hades.
Yeah, I heard Hades was really good.
That was
I'll
a
eventually get
that was a
game.
fun platinum. Yeah, build that wall.
Yeah.
What is Project L, Flaw? Okay, this is from their previous game. What was it called? After Bastion? What was the game they did before Hades?
Bastion?
No, after Bastion, before Hades.
I wouldn't know.
Flaw, I have not been paying attention to Riot games at all since I stopped playing League of Legends. So I have no idea.
Except for Arcane.
Yeah, except for Arcane. Okay, please tell me they're going to do that song that one girl sings in Hades. Eurydice. The Eurydice song is just so good. Transistor. That's what this song is from.
It would have been cool if, like, you know how on PS5 they have the PS Plus collection? And it's just a bunch of these games that are for free. You have PS Plus. It would have been cool if they added all the PS5, PS Plus free games that were offered in the early days of the PS5 before people could actually get a PS5.
Okay, the song I'm thinking of is Good Riddance. It's on the Hades soundtrack. It is so good. I could just leave that song on loop for an hour. I'll post it in the chat.
How longer is this?
Oh no, this is a mix of Imagine Dragons and
how
and
much
Transistor.
longer is the Game Awards itself?
Oh, I have no idea. Probably another half hour.
That would be my guess.
I mean, it's been 3 hours now.
Yeah.
And this has been pretty weak.
Yeah. Some things look cool. Like that one game that I don't remember the name of. It looked like a tech demo for PS5.
Yeah. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, nothing too memorable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That Square Enix game for the PS5. We can't even remember the name. All we know is it uses the Final Fantasy 15 engine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's starring a black lead.
Oh yeah, new Plague Tale. New Sinuous Sacrifice. Reminds me, in that new Sinuous Sacrifice tale, there's a fucking giant. Like, I don't think there were giants in the first game.
There was Hela.
Oh.
The final boss.
Was it in her head?
No. I mean, technically, the entire game could possibly be in the main character's head. We don't know. Remember, the game is about a character with schizophrenia.
Yeah, and she was trying to revive her dead lover.
Yes, and I think it was the dead baby.
Yeah. Did she ever revive it? Or no.
No.
Oh my God,
She just
that is
came to
so
terms
great.
with her
Thank you
loss.
To Imagine Dragons, JID, and Ashley Barrett and Darren Korb. That's something you will only see at the Game Awards.
Yeah, who cares?
Tonight we partnered with Chevrolet to make the Game Awards live stream more accessible, including an audio descriptive stream, ASL stream with Deaf Gamers TV on Twitch, and closed captions. It's important. And now, to present the Innovation and Accessibility Award, please welcome Jacksepticeye and a member of our future class from 2020 and one of the judges who helped select the nominees for accessibility. The incredible
Imagine
Morgan Bain.
Wagons.
You know, Last of Us 2 had a shit ton of accessibility options.
Yeah, but that was 2 years ago.
Recognizes the teams that are advancing gameplay, features, and
And
technology.
the problem
to make
with
sure games can be accessed and
with The
played
Last of Us 2's accessibility options is their accessibility options are basically, here's what we can do to make the game easier. That's not accessibility.
And that's why we love being able to show
That's
our
just
gratitude
difficulty
to those
tweaking.
who go above and beyond each year, discovering new and creative methods to encourage inclusion.
Fuck, don't care about inclusion.
Take another shot. Far Cry 6. But
An update that will be coming shortly after
Closed caption and colorblind mode is accessibility. Okay, that was a joke. That's definitely a joke. Forza having a sign language person on the screen. That has to be a joke.
Escort the blind girl 500 miles down a treacherous valley in the wake of an invasion.
3D sound is now an accessibility option? This is ridiculous.
And the Game Award for
I don't
Innovation
know how
and
that.
Accessibility
I've never heard
goes
of a
to
game where its selling point is 3D sound.
Forza Horizon
Oh, it's the sign language guy.
Yeah, because it's a joke. The sign language experts are, you see them on TV all the time when they're doing like a press conference. And it's like, whatever happened to closed captioning? Why the fuck do we need a sign language expert? You know, we use words to explain ideas. How many words are there in the spoken language? 30,000? 300,000? A lot. How many words are there in the written language? A lot. How many words are there in the American Sign Language? 3,000. You're not expressing ideas through sign language. That's why they constantly have to spell shit out, because the words don't exist.
who have some sort of disability.
You can explain more ideas in written text in closed captioning than you could ever do in sign language.
Creators can add in accessibility features and options.
And the sign language, it just looks ridiculous.
More and more players.
Well,
And
it would've
why
made
isn't
sense
this girl?
if they had a sign language person there?
Yeah, and why isn't this girl doing sign language right now during his speech?
I know you were doing that the winner
As well as our accessibility champs.
for most inclusion for having a sign language play. Use their speech with a sign language
And with
person.
that, I guess I'll go because it's time to wrap it up. When everyone plays, we all win.
You know they only put
No.
that in as a joke.
Yeah.
Because it looks ridiculous and everyone knows it looks ridiculous.
Congratulations, guys. All right, well, joining me now is Simon Vicklin from 10 Chambers. Simon, back in 2017, we announced your studio and your first game at GTFO right here at the Game Awards, and we're thrilled to have you back. I understand tonight you've got a special announcement for everyone?
Yes. It was a great opportunity to show off the game. Was it 4 years ago?
Yeah.
And
Something's about to happen tonight, I think,
yes,
right?
yes, indeed. The thing is, it helped us reach the audience for our extreme co-op horror game.
Yes.
And we thought, what better way to announce 1.0?
Yeah.
We've been in early access now
Co-op
for 2
and
years.
horror
What better way
usually
to
don't
announce
mix
1.0
up
than to come back to the Game Awards. So the surprise announcement is that
The
GTFO is out now.
inclusion of a second person
Someone press the button.
takes you out of
Back
the
home in
immersion.
Sweden, someone's pressing a button right now, and it's out now. And there's no better time to get into GTFO than right now, with 25% off. And we worked hard to make the game more accessible.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's more accessible. And yeah.
Well, let's take a look. We've
Let's
got
take a
something
look at
brand
the trailer,
new.
yeah.
All right, 1.0 GTFO. Thanks so much,
I
Simon.
wonder
Check
if
it
your
out.
mic might be muted because I don't hear you at all. But I see the little green circle.
Me?
Okay, now I hear you. Were you saying something earlier or now?
No. It's
Okay.
it's because the The show is going through the audio as well.
Okay. Oh yeah. I think they showed a trailer of this last year, where it kind of showed like 4 people descending into a large frozen pit.
What is this?
GTFO? No, this is a new game. I think they showed it last year. It was like a quick trailer. I remember it mentioning it being co-op horror.
Monsters wait. Get it! Over here! I found it! Grab the item! Close the door! Close the door! Why are we here? What terrible things do we do? Deserve such hell.
And this looks like a normal oh wow, what's the series, the traditional 4-player co-op game with zombies, first person.
Generic horde mode zombie shooter.
Yeah. I'm even trying to remember that.
It doesn't matter. They're a dime a dozen.
It's what Vermintide is kind of plays like.
Call it Left 4 Dead, call it Back 4 Blood.
Left
It's all
4
the same
Dead.
shit.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it looks a lot like.
Twitch. I joined the military in 2008. When we came back, I was involved in a motorcycle accident, trying to figure out how to use a controller without having any hand function.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
That kind of sparked my advocacy. I wholeheartedly believe it kickstarts a patient's rehabilitation.
And I'm glad that you can play games again.
Yeah, I've always felt that. The more people who can play games, the better.
Yeah.
But don't change games.
Yeah.
To do it. You know, make it so that they can play the games that we love. I want more people to love the games that I love. I don't want you to change the games I love to make it so I don't love it anymore.
You just create better tools so that more people can use the tools to play the game.
Exactly.
Instead of making the game.
Hold on. Raid
down.
Shadow Legends. This is everything.
And their shields, they glisten like.
Why is Jeff Goldblum advertising Raid Shadow Legends?
Spooky. They're big, and then you go to battle, and it's like. And finally, your foe is vanquished, and that satisfaction is such a.
Like, they have to know they're a meme at this point.
Raid Shadow Legends. Get exclusive free bonus pack with TGA
What if he
2021
plays
promo
with
code.
Dankula?
That's right. If I use anybody's code for Raid Shadow Legends, it's going to be Count Dankula's. Or Romanian V's.
And kill him. Will we finally hunt the circle? Yes. I'm done running.
Is this a space shooter?
Hey, it almost looks like Star Fox.
No, it looks like Descent Free Space. I haven't played a good space shooter in at least 20 years.
Hey, what about there's one game that's like been, I don't think it's been developed anymore. Horus Rises 1 out now.
Out now, PC demo available. Corvus, huh? Or Chorus.
Oh yeah. multiplayer demo.
Corvus.
Oh, did you play Resident Evil 4 for VR?
I did not. Let's see, what was the last good space shooter? Besides the Descent Free Space. Free Space 2. Besides Free Space 2.
There's another one that I'm thinking of. Kind of described as a space trucker. That occasionally
No Man's Sky?
No, not No Man's Sky. Which I heard has vastly improved.
So have I, but it's still not a space shooter. It's more of Minecraft in space. Or not Minecraft. It's more of
Rebel Galaxy.
Rebel Assault?
I don't think it's Rebel Assault.
Star Wars Rebel Assault?
Out. I'd have to look it up.
Play it now with Game Pass.
I'm not even sure if I'd remember. Oh,
Halo Infinite launched yesterday, and I know I'm playing it this
I thought
weekend,
Halo
and
Infinite
I'm
launched
excited
last
to watch
month.
Next year, when Steven Spielberg's Amblin Television, Showtime, and 343 Industries bring
Okay,
the
what is
legendary
with this
Master Chief to life
devilish
in the live-action Halo
snake
original
thing
series,
going on in the
streaming
background?
exclusively on Paramount Plus. Here is the world premiere first look trailer.
What is this for? I always tune out Jeff Keighley. I never hear what he says.
I don't know. I think he. Oh.
Halo TV show? Halo TV show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We're lost in the dark. But you
Looks cool, but I would hold my. I wouldn't hold my.
give people hope. And I will always be with you.
Oh, so it's John.
I see.
It's the Reach story.
As a new beginning.
I loved the book, The Fall of Reach. Not Halo Reach. That is a game and it doesn't follow the book.
Chief Creative Officer from Epic Games, Donald Mustard.
A Fall of Reach was a book by Eric Nyland. It basically was the same exact thing as Kurt Russell's Soldier, which is a movie from the 90s.
That are original, innovative, and really push the medium forward is not easy at all. It's the culmination.
Why are
of
all these
work,
people soy boys?
hundreds and hundreds of people and countless hours. And it only happens when there's a clear shared vision of what a game can be. These nominees for Best Game Direction represent what's
Change the
possible
definition
when it all
of
comes
game.
together.
You don't change the definition of the game. That's my problem. Make the game. Stop changing definitions. What is this category?
Okay, so I think it's
New properties? New debut?
My name is Raz.
No, Psychonauts 2 is not a new debut.
This is the part.
Neither is Ratchet and Clank.
oh, best game direction.
Oh, Returnal. But it's not going to win. It already won an award.
And the award for Best Game Direction goes to Deathloop.
Deathloop. Okay, I'll give that credit. In order to keep, everything running properly in a game that loops with time jumping, it can get pretty complicated. It needs good direction. Izaranis Manginas. Yes. When I see a gamer, I want to see a fat piece of shit incel who lives in his mother's basement. I don't want to see some feminist soy boy.
You remember like that older game show awards?
I want to see someone who looks like Gabe Newell.
Yeah.
When I see a game developer, I want to see someone that.
This hot chick, she's like, you can't control me with your controller. Okay, you can. I remember they did this one skit. He's like, yo, this new old game comes out. Yeah, I'm not going to be out of my bathroom for at least a week. Whoa.
But
I'm
yeah,
just
you
like,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like someone like Gabe Newell. You see Gabe Newell and you can say, that guy's a geek. You see,
never would have thought those were the good times.
Yeah, exactly.
Now looking back, you're like, man, things were actually better back then.
You see these people now, they got no muscle on any of their bones.
To thank, but not a lot of time. Can we make those 30 seconds loop? Couple of times? Okay.
What's MRS character design? Flaw? MRS? Oh, MK character design.
My family in French, so Lilia, Aya, Papa,
Mortal Kombat
Maman,
character design.
NRS.
Kind of like,
yeah,
like everything is based off like one body structure.
Yep.
And all the other characters are just very slight variations.
Well, everything in NRS games is just
Now it's time to
janky.
take a look at some other award winners tonight. In the category of Best Esports Game, presented by Grubhub, here are the nominees. And the Game Award
Valorant.
goes to League of Legends.
Okay.
Congratulations. For Family Game, here are the nominees.
It Takes
The
Two.
Game Award goes to It Takes Two. Here are the nominees for Best Fighting Game. And the Game Award goes
Guilty
to
Gear Strive.
Yep, that's surprised. Oh wow, I didn't know they had multi-blood on there.
Yeah,
Best
Type
Sim
Lumina.
Strategy Game. Here are the nominees. And the Game Award goes to
Age of Empires.
Age of
Yep.
Empires 4.
These are all obvious.
The nominees for Best VR AR Game. And the Game Award goes to
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil
Yep.
4 VR.
So easy.
And finally, your most anticipated game presented by
Elden
Prime
Ring
Gaming.
or Breath
Here
of the
are
Wild 2.
nominees. And the Game Award goes to
That's funny that it just is the sequel to like Zelda Breath of the Wild. The only one that doesn't have a title.
Yep.
Guest is a little shy. If anyone in the audience has any twin blades or wing
Yeah,
spears,
I watched Arcane with my sister. I was in Florida for 2 weeks for Thanksgiving, and we watched Arcane, and she loved it. She does not play video games. The last video game she played was Tekken Tag.
great to see you.
And so she loves Tekken. That's the only thing she knows about video games, Tekken. So we watched Arcane, and she's like, this is a fighting game, right? And I said, no, it's not. Not yet, at least.
Good evening.
What the fuck is
Please
this?
enjoy my gift. A new trailer for
That was one of the NPCs
In Elden Ring?
demo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Ring. One of the NPCs in the network test. I guess they're making a new trailer.
A Pot Monster new trailer. I mean, we've already seen a lot of gameplay.
Yeah, I know. They already had a network test.
I didn't get invited, unfortunately. I would have been streaming that shit all weekend.
I think you had to apply.
I did apply.
I didn't apply.
Oh, yeah. Bad luck. Because I love Sekiro. Sekiro is so good. Okay, who just joined? Dragon
What's
Hat.
going on here?
We're watching the Game Awards with Jeff Keighley. You know your friend, Jeff Keighley?
Oh, God.
I was gonna say now. I don't know Lord of the Rings lore that much.
What am I looking at here?
Good question.
Why am I
ceiling?
looking
The
at
floor?
your ceiling? Why are you sharing video with us?
Me? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah. I can still
Yeah.
see your ceiling. Okay, it
I
finally stopped.
forgot that the Game Awards were even going on. Is there any
How about now?
substantial announcements or anything?
Nope. Not a thing.
Not really.
Nothing we didn't expect. No, like, oh, this is a sequel we already knew about 2 years ago has another trailer that doesn't show us any gameplay. Okay, we did see gameplay to Square Enix's new game that we can't even remember the name to, starring that black girl. It uses the Final Fantasy 15 combat engine. It looks really good. And I like Final Fantasy 15.
I don't mind that this game looks a lot like Dark Souls.
I'm a little upset that it looks like Dark Souls because I love Dark Souls, played all 3 games, platinumed all 3 games, but I like that Sekiro was not Dark
any
Souls.
videos of the network test?
Only people's reviews of them.
I was gonna say, how much of it looks like Lord of the Rings?
None of it, from what I saw.
Okay. So I don't know if this actually takes place in the Lord of the Rings.
It does not.
Oh, okay. So it's its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own universe.
I've just been playing Halo for like the past week.
Yeah, you would.
Dude, I haven't enjoyed a Halo game since Reach.
I didn't really like Reach that much. I haven't really enjoyed a Halo game since Halo 1.
Oh.
I really liked Halo 1. And, you know, Halo 2 was such a huge letdown. Halo 3 was just more of the same. And the last one I played was Halo Reach.
I was casually playing Halo 1 and 2, then my friends just did this huge LAN party for 3 when it came out. And then it was like so many people in one place. Just
Yeah.
It was like, and that's what just got me into 3. And then Reach was fun, but after that it was just all dumpster fires.
Me and my friends used to LAN party Halo 1 once a week. And it was so good. And then Halo 2 came out. And we played that for a few months. And for months I bitched about how terrible Halo 2 was. And they're like, you know what, Jaxel, we're tired of hearing your complaining. So this weekend, we're going to go back and play Halo 1 just for you. And then we're never going to play Halo 1 again. Will you please shut up about Halo 1, please? And I said, fine, I agree with that. So that weekend, we went back to Halo 1. And guess what? We never went back to Halo 2. They all realized I was right. Halo 1 was better than Halo 2. And we never went back to Halo 2.
Montero by Lil Nas X and
That's
Boom
funny.
by
That's
24K
funny as hell.
Golden featuring
Yeah.
Ian Dior.
And I played Halo 1 on a PS2 controller. I used my adapter. I played it on Xbox with the PS2 controller because my Duke broke. And the Duke is the best controller Microsoft ever made.
Game Awards Orchestra pays tribute to our Game of the Year nominees.
If I remember, the last game trailer for last year's Game of the Awards was for the Fast and Furious video.
Oh god,
game.
it was so bad. It was so bad.
That game was god awful.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you go woke. Everything woke turns to shit.
So I guess the question is, can the last game trailer for this Game Awards
Also be a shitty game? Well, what haven't they done a trailer for? They haven't done a trailer for the new God of War.
I fell into games and I lived in
What else haven't they done?
so long. I just never knew
Breath of the Wild.
They haven't done Breath of the Wild 2.
I'm convinced that it's never gonna happen.
No, it's definitely gonna happen. That's free money. Doing a sequel, you already have all the character models already done. You already have the engine completely designed. It's very easy. It's why they had a Final Fantasy 10-2 and 10-3 and 13-2 and 13-3 because the models were already done.
Fantasy 10-3?
I'm sorry, only 10-2. But like, Final Fantasy 13 did not recoup its costs. So they already had the models already done. So they're like, let's just do a quick sequel. And, you know, that made them recoup their costs.
And I heard that they're better than the first game.
I heard that too. But I didn't play them. I have them. I haven't played them. So what else? Let's see. They haven't done Horizon. They haven't done God of War.
Well, they showed a quick video for
Horizon. Okay, well I missed that. So all right, so God of War, Breath of the Wild, one of those two. What else haven't they done for sequels? Because the last thing is always going to be a known property. They never do a one more reveal on something no one's ever heard of. Oh, well, there was the sequel to Breath of the Wild right there.
Yeah. Oh, Splatoon 3.
There's Splatoon 3. So now my money's on God of War.
And we're gonna Bayonetta 3. There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Another game we didn't think was going to happen.
I mean, Nintendo got really lucky this year. The fact that, or last year, the fact that Animal Crossing came out a week before lockdowns. Oh, here's God of War 3. All right. Actually, that was God of War 2. God of War 1 they showed there. So they could still show God of War 2. What is this an ad for? Intel Arc. Oh, all right.
GPU is still really hard to find. Graphics cards.
Yeah, Intel's launching their own GPU line called Arc.
Or if we're lucky, it won't get scalped.
My money's still on God of War. Since we haven't seen that yet. What is this?
Good question.
Huh.
But it looks like we've seen this before from somewhere.
Yeah.
Or if it's an Amazon. I doubt.
What was that game for the PS3? It was like Dark something.
Not Dark Souls.
No. It was something else. Synced Off Planet.
Not Dark World.
No. It was a generic shooter.
Money shot to the ball. My go-to is probably going to be It Takes Two.
Hi everybody, my pick is Psychonauts 2.
Gonna have to give it to Ratchet & Clank Ripped Apart.
What is this?
Pure joyride of fun from start to finish, and that's hard.
Game of the Year.
Game of the Year. Oh.
That was a look at which Game of the Year nominees YouTube creators and fans want to see win later tonight.
It's
find out if they're
echoing.
right when we present.
Who am I hearing it from?
You're hearing it from me because I'm streaming, so I have to have the audio come through to get it streaming on my computer because I don't do the dual computer stream anymore.
Developers. Their first game brings together thrilling multiplayer PvE action, a next-generation.
So you're hearing it from me.
Incredible visuals to create a truly dynamic player experience. Here's the reveal.
I need to get a plug to fix that.
PvE experience. You said you were looking for.
What they said, this is an MMO with PvE. Looks like a third-person shooter to me.
Oh, let's see.
Nexon. Ugh. Already not interested. It's from Nexon.
What did Nexon make?
They make MMOs, but not good MMOs.
Killing machines falling from the sky. This is our home. Our bastion of resistance. This is where the brave meets the bold. We will not die in the shadows. We will face our fears head on.
Now it sounds like I'm slightly ahead of you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's third person.
Was it PlanetSide? PlanetSide 3?
I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, it looks like a third-person shooter. But Nexon generally does not make good MMOs.
Has Nexon made good shooters?
I mean, they're all generic.
And this don't look bad. Could be good. But that's only from what we've seen so far.
When I see Nexon, I think, you know, NC Soft level of garbage.
New contact. Breaking orbit. Southern Rust Belt.
They will never stop coming.
Marks on screen. Calling for volunteers. Enlist. Resist.
Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders.
So not planet side.
Well, I don't think Nexon does planet side.
That was incredible.
No, it wasn't.
We have two special guests joining us for a very special moment. Carrie Ann, Keanu, welcome. I'm sure you guys recognize this iconic.
Another
moment,
Matrix
right?
game?
Yeah, that was already announced.
Here at the Game Awards, and yes, this
This
is one of the
expansion
scenes that
for Cyberpunk.
I haven't.
No,
been
you're
following
breathtaking.
that shit.
Okay, yeah, probably was Matrix.
Yeah, it's a Matrix VR experience. I forgot what it's called.
Impressive. Thanks. Can you still do that?
I mean, it's been advertised on the PS5 home screen all week.
Oh yeah, it was like a free game.
Yeah.
Matrix World.
Matrix World, it's called.
I think that's what it's called.
Well,
I
let me
don't remember
boot
off
up my
the top of my head.
PS5 and see what it's called.
And I think it's for VR.
Matrix Resurrection is gonna be so bad. Remember what I said about blue hair?
Yep. Blue hair and half-shaven head.
Yep. The double whammy.
I don't remember this.
I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife Sunday.
Oh, I wanted to see it, but no one wants to see it with me.
It's all right.
Doesn't matter. It's nostalgia bait.
It is nostalgia bait. Like if it weren't like if you don't like Ghostbusters, it's not really for you.
Like you'd have to be a fan of the three games, the three movies.
Honestly, just Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
Forspoken, $95. That's the front of my PS5 right now. Forspoken for $95. Oh, it's the deluxe edition. I'm not gonna pay $95 for a digital version of a game. That's dumb.
The Matrix Resurrections looks awesome, and we can't wait to watch it on December 22nd. But getting back to
Already?
tonight's theme, which is the world of interactive entertainment.
Well, anyone want to see it?
Keanu, you've been in several great video games and immersive experiences. Did you ever think that one day a game could look as real as being in the Matrix?
Absolutely.
Are theaters around you still open?
Yes.
Virtual worlds are blurring.
All the theaters in New Jersey are couch seating, so.
Maybe it's fair to ask, what is a game?
I had to drive 20 minutes instead of like 4 to a theater now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All the theaters around me are open.
We couldn't have imagined where the state of the art would be today with photorealistic.
Yep, the AMC that was right by the Hamilton train station closed.
To push the limits, once again, we decided to team up with Epic Games.
And now we are proud to bring you tonight's final world premiere at the Game Awards
Fortnite.
2021. A glimpse of The Matrix Awakens.
But no, Jackson, I'm surprised you haven't seen Ghostbusters yet.
I was
like you said, you had no one
in
to go
Florida
with.
with my sister. Yeah, and I have no one to go with. Matrix Awakens, Unreal Engine 5 experience, PS5, interactive tech demo.
I'm just not watching anymore. I'm just going to Halo because I got like an hour before I should sleep before I go to work.
What do you do for work?
I'm at the post office.
Oh, still at the post office?
Oh, what do you do at the post office?
I deliver mail.
Okay.
He's a real
I
hero
also-
in these times.
Because I work for the post office. I'm a postmaster relief.
You're a postmaster relief? For where?
In a very small town.
Yeah.
I was in Florida
I
last
delivered to
month looking for a
Oakville.
house.
incredible. Everything you just saw is running in real time in Unreal Engine 5 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. It is.
Is that really their last?
Now you can download and experience The Matrix Awakens for yourself for free right now in its entirety. It's available right now. Make sure to play it. It is mind-blowing. Epic is just taking things to another level. Play it tonight, please.
Who cares?
As we look to the future of games with platforms like Unreal Engine 5, it's now time to celebrate the best games of this year. To present Game of the Year, please welcome last year's winner of Game of the Year and Best Game Direction from Naughty Dog, Neil Druckmann.
Neil Druckmann. What's Vassive Tech, Catherine Gaines?
Thanks, Jeff. Man, it feels awesome to be back here together in person. Congratulations to everyone who managed to release a game this year.
God damn, such a soy boy. Just look at him.
Imagine if everyone booed when he was coming in.
Now remember, everyone in the crowd is people in the industry, so they're all of like mind.
Yeah.
Soy boys, all soy boys. I really liked Rift Apart, but it's not Game of the Year contender.
Be hoping for Metroid Dread.
I have not played It Takes Two because I have no friends. And it's
you do have friends, you just haven't seen them in a while.
I have no friends.
Yeah. Ed and Hacker, are they still alive?
I guess so. I haven't seen them in like 2 years.
You just don't feel like talking to them?
I've invited them over.
They've just been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like my friends too. That's what COVID did.
I have not played Psychonauts 2 because fuck Microsoft.
I never even played the first one.
Oh, I love the first one.
I've played a little bit of the first one.
The sad part is I think Psychonauts is probably Double Fine's worst game. It's just that all their games are so good.
Even worse than Brutal Legend.
I think Brutal Legend was a great game. The problem with Brutal Legend is people weren't expecting an RTS. If you can get over the fact that it's an RTS when you weren't expecting an RTS, it's a good game. And Metroid Dread.
You don't have a Switch anymore, do you?
No, I watched Cody play Metroid Dread.
What'd you think of it?
It looked fine. Looked like more Metroid. Good Metroid.
And when was the last time we had a Metroid game?
That was good?
Yeah.
Well, you have Metroid Prime series, but the Metroid Prime series is different. I'm talking about 2D Metroid. Super Metroid, Metroid Zero Missions, Metroid Fusion. What is that ringtone? The ringtone I got is Zero's opening in Mega Man. Sorry, not Zero. Yeah, Zero, right?
I will admit that guitarist is hot. I'm not sure why that's.
I'm sorry, it's Proto Man's intro.
Times.
It's a Proto Man whistle. And my ringtone is Spark Mandrill. The Proto Man whistle. So good.
That was fantastic. A fitting way to honor the very best of the year. Let's hear it one more time for the Game Awards Orchestra. And finally, congratulations to all of tonight's nominees. All pretty incredible games. And the 2021 Game of the Year is It Takes Two.
Really?
Wow.
I want to play It Takes Two. I loved this guy's previous games. I can't remember his name. But Brother...
The guy that made A Way Out.
A Way Out and Brother, A Tale of Two Sons. I loved both those games. I want to play It Takes Two, but I have no friends. Joseph Fares.
2017, saying fuck the Oscar, and now.
I mean, there are certain game directors that I follow. That I'm not necessarily follow, but if they make a new game, I'm going to get it. Joseph Fares, Genova Chen, the guy who did Detroit and Heavy Rain. I can't remember his name either.
David Cage.
David Cage, thank you. Patrice Desilets.
Oh yeah, apparently he's working on the new Star Wars game.
Really?
Yeah, one of the trailers for a Star Wars game said it was made by...
Oh yeah, Quantic Dream.
Yeah, Quantic Dream.
Yeah.
Big moment for me. And Neil, you're a big inspiration. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Joseph Fares. So amazing. All right, well, what did you think of the winners tonight? Did your favorite game win? If not, post your thoughts with a YouTube short and let us know who got shorted tonight. Thank you again for watching the Game Awards. We'll see you
last year it was
Last of Us 2.
No, the final reveal.
Yeah, the final reveal was the
Fast and the Furious. And this year it was some shitty free Matrix experience. Wow. All right, well, that's it. That's the end of the show. How boring.
Yeah.
That was crap.
Not surprising.
I'm still looking at your ceiling. You should turn your camera off.
Well,
There's a button on the bottom of the screen that says turn off camera.
Hold on. So I'm looking at
See, I can turn on my camera right here.
Is it my laptop doesn't have a camera?
I'm
on my phone.
What's interesting?
Oh, Video Connect.
Oh yeah, I could turn on my camera here and also be streaming with the same camera. Cool.
All right, hold on 1 second.
There's 4 icons on the bottom. One of them says turn off camera.
Oh, no, not mobile screen.
Well, your camera's off now, so. Your camera's off anyway, so.
Is it off now?
Yeah, it's off. There's literally a camera icon at the bottom that says turn on or turn off camera.
Oh, Jaxel, do you plan on getting yourself anything for Christmas?
Nothing major. I'm on the wait list to buy a house in Florida, so.
You plan on buying a house in Florida?
Yeah. New Jersey sucks.
New Jersey sucks. Florida is good, very different.
I am locked into Jersey because of my stupid job.
You people and your jobs.
Well, post office, it's very easy to move around.
They always need more mailmen.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a place called Westlake in Florida. It's in Palm Beach County.
I'm assuming that the job you work, you can just do anywhere.
I work from home. I'm self-employed, so I can do it from anywhere. I work, but I don't have a job. I'm a freelance programming stuff, so.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was a boring stream. Boring event.
A boring podcast.
Did you look at any of the games that are on sale right now on PSN?
It's never anything interesting, but I generally don't look at the sales because I like physical copies of games.
Yeah. Because one of them, there are some games that are like 80 or 90% off. One of them is the DLC for XCOM 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's a DLC bundle that's 90% off, so I'm probably gonna get that. Give me an excuse to play that game again.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a bunch of other games, and I recently bought there's a GameStop that was doing a buy two get one free sale. I got Demon Souls for the PS5.
So good.
I got
that game. Replaying it for the PS5 reminded me of Until Sekiro, why it was my favorite From Software game. Like, yeah, the Dark Souls series is more refined, but there's something about Demon Souls that is just much more rugged, and because of it, it's much more fun.
That is cool. I do think Dark Souls has the best open world exploration.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's one of the reasons why I don't like Dark Souls. I don't like open world. I like linearity.
Okay.
And Demon Souls is linear.
Yeah. I got Wise 9.
Wise 9?
I think it's called Ys.
Oh,
I don't know how you pronounce it.
Ys. The Ys series.
Ys series, yeah.
Yeah.
Ys 8 was very good, and I heard that Ys 9 is even better.
I've never played any of the Ys games.
They are fun action RPGs, and then I also got Subnautica Below Zero.
Wasn't that free on PlayStation Plus last month? Wait, why don't I have Bugsnax? Bugsnax was free on PSN.
Subnautica was
failed to redeem?
No. I definitely still on PSN, but I'm looking at what's on sale and it says I can buy Bugsnax for $17. But Bugsnax was free on PSN.
I think that's a feature that added that in case you lose your PS Plus, you can buy the game anyway.
Oh.
So that's even if you already have it, you got it for free, it still gives you the option to buy it and download it, so that way if you lose your PS Plus subscription, you'd be able to access the game again.
Kind of dumb, but whatever.
I believe Subnautica was part of the PS Plus collection when you get a PS5.
Oh, that's why I have
it.
Holy shit!
What?
You're right. XCOM 2, all the DLC is 85% off. Oh no, it's because I already have the base game.
Base game was also free for PS Plus.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was a point, remember, Horizon Zero Dawn was free for PS Plus. What it was is, it was a few months after COVID. I guess Sony did some sort of summer bundle, and they just gave a bunch of games for free, and Horizon Zero Dawn was on that list.
They're still doing DLC for Dead or Alive? They're still doing DLC for Dead or Alive?
Apparently.
That game makes its money on its DLC.
I didn't know people still played it.
Me neither. When was the last time you heard about anything from that game?
No, exactly. I wish I could sort
by... The only thing I hear from that game is more DLC. That's the only thing I hear about that game.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mass Effect collection
I played the first Mass Effect game for about 6 hours, and I did not like it at all. And yeah, I heard Mass Effect 2 is better, but if I'm not going to finish Mass Effect 1, I'm not going to play Mass Effect 2.
Okay, are you talking about vanilla Mass Effect 1 or the remastered?
Vanilla.
What?
Vanilla.
No. Because Mass Effect 1 remastered, apparently they fixed a lot of the problems.
Like what?
Mass Effect 1. They pretty much made the gameplay much more like Mass Effect 2.
Because more often than not, what people say are the problems from games are not the same issues I have with the game. Like, people complain about like bugs and shit, and I'm like, I've got no issues with bugs. Bugs can be fixed.
Well, one thing I do know is that Mass Effect 1 remastered is vastly superior to vanilla Mass Effect 1.
I'd hope so. Otherwise, your Grand Theft Auto trilogy.
Oh God, I really wanted to play it. It's just, it's so bad.
Well,
most unfortunate.
I have Mass Effect. I'm sorry. I have the Grand Theft Auto trilogy box for the PS2, and I expected the it to drop in price because of the re-release. And no, it actually went up in price because now people are looking for the original because of how bad the re-release is.
Yeah.
I heard modders are fixing it.
Yeah, well, you know, that doesn't fix it for console.
No, and that doesn't make Rockstar happy.
Funny because San Andreas is free on Game Pass. The fucking definitive edition. I'm like,
yeah, but it's bad.
I know. That's.
Well, Unravel is only $6 for both games.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. Oxenfree is $1.
They only apparently they had like a 14 gig patch to fix like some of the major issues. They fixed the rain issue, thank fucking God. But like, I don't know, man.
East 9 is $40.
I'm also kind of curious to see how much they fucked it up too. I'm like, I really want to, because I never played San Andreas.
I've never played San Andreas either, except one time my sister's ex-boyfriend was having an issue with one level, and he said, "Can you do this for me?" I had never played the game before, and I beat it on the first try.
That says a lot.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've heard about this level since then, and apparently even legit gamers have a problem with this level. It's some level where I had to pilot a drone, and apparently it's people's most hated level in the game.
Oh, you know, I've actually heard of that.
Yeah.
Psychonauts 2 is on PS4.
Only if you got the physical edition.
No, you can download it.
Yeah, but I want the physical edition.
Okay, yeah.
And the physical edition is only if you what's it called? Kickstarted or Figged the game, because it was on Fig, and I didn't know there was a crowdfund for it, so I never did that, unfortunately. So I'm waiting for the physical edition to come out, and then I'm gonna end up buying it on eBay. Because the physical editions have not launched yet. So the Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer was garbage.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard. It was like in between the 10-year period.
Yeah. Well, I did it to finish my 100% of the game.
Okay.
It took a few hours. It was annoying because it was not fun. I'm sorry, but $6 for Shenmue 3 is still overpriced.
Yeah.
That game was not good, and it literally adds nothing to the story of Shenmue. You can completely skip Shenmue 3 and go right into Shenmue 4 whenever that comes out, and nothing will have changed.
Let me see. Oh, Game Awards has its own sale. Oh, Kenya Bridge of Spirits is 30% off.
Yeah, but I can already buy the game for $40 physical.
True. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Yeah, I mentioned that's 50%.
Remember, physical releases go on sale faster than digital releases.
Surprised me is that Mass Effect Legendary Edition doesn't have a PS5 version.
Does it have an Xbox Series X version?
I don't think so.
Remember, most games don't need a PS5 version. You can just play the PS4 version on the PS5. The only difference is you don't have the super fast optimized loading. Like playing PS4 games on my PS5 and having to sit through loading screens is like, oh. But then you play a PS5 game on the PS5 and there's no loading screens. It's insane.
Makes me glad that I have a PS5.
Yeah, I love my PS5. But, you know, you only get that enhanced loading with PS5 games. Yeah, none of these
I'm
games...
happy with my Xbox Series X.
None of these games are really interesting to me. And I think it would be worse if I had the Series X, because everything that comes out on Series X, I can just play on PC.
Yeah.
So that's generally why I play on, I have a PS5, because anything for, I just don't see the value proposition for Xbox right now. And I know that's something Microsoft did on purpose because they wanted that one unified platform between all their systems. But it's a big, you know, it's a big deterrent to getting an Xbox. And that's why I can go into a store right now and buy a Series X, but you can't find the PS5 for at least another year.
Like I said, I just don't like the choices Sony has been making lately.
Oh, I completely agree. I don't like Sony's choices either. I don't like that Sony has been censoring shit. Sony is going a lot more woke than Microsoft, and that is saying something.
Yeah.
That's...
a Japanese company should not be going woke. The Japanese hate woke shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's a sign of the fact that Sony is shifting their focus away from Japan.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a good thing. I think Sony...
Even Nintendo's starting to shift and it's bad. I'm like, why?
Yeah, but Nintendo's always been woke, so it's not that much of a shift for them. Because Nintendo's always been a family-friendly brand.
Yeah.
That's true. Ugh.
But the problem, my feeling is wokeness is not family-friendly. It is to woke people. But
well, the thing is, like, Nintendo still has, like, character designs. Like,
yeah.
People wouldn't say Xenoblade 2. They would not call that woke.
Yeah, but you don't parade around a drag queen in front of 5-year-olds and call that family-friendly.
No.
Which is what wokeness is.
And, yeah. And that's because, people are forgetting one of the reasons the PS4 was so successful because they wanted to emulate the PS2.
Yeah. And one of the reasons the PS2 was so successful was because of Japanese games.
Yeah, and the variety in its library.
Yeah. And when you start trying to be inclusive, you actually become exclusive to variety.
They're sacrificing the elements, the things that made PS2, the PlayStation, so popular in America. People loved PlayStation not because it was an American game console. They loved it because it was a Japanese game console.
Why is Shao Kahn Japanese twice?
As well as American games. If people wanted an American game console, go straight for Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. I think, like, this is exactly what I was talking about, how game companies are changing their games to be less focused on their original fan base. So like, if I'm your customer, don't change the game to reach out. Okay, I understand trying to reach out to new customers, but when you fundamentally change a game to reach out to those new customers, you lose your existing customer base. And
you don't want to change the game just to appeal to the new customers.
Exactly. There's a type of gamer.
You probably won't even get the game.
There's a type of gamer that, yes, exactly. And there's no guarantee they're even going to get the game. Meanwhile, I was a guarantee that I was going to get your game. And now you've burned me. So I'm not going to get the game after that. And so there's an entire customer base that made Sony #1. And you can't turn your back on them.
I gotta head out. Unfortunately, gotta walk my dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night anyways.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
Good night. Talk to you later. Yep. Take care.
Have a good one. Later.
I made it to the bottom of this sale list, and the only thing that interested me was Pixel Junk Monsters 2 Season Pass.
Oh, I keep forgetting about Pixel Junk games.
I love the Pixel Junk games, but I feel like they've just sort of been, I don't know, losing their way.
Falling flat?
Falling flat, yeah. Ever since, what was the flower one? Pixel Junk Eden. The fact that they made a sequel to Pixel Junk Eden is pretty bad. I have a physical copy of Pixel Junk Monsters 2 though, so.
Alright, well.
Alright.
Take care, Jackson.
Peace out. Pixel Junk Eden should not have had a sequel. That game was terrible. Alright. Anyone who's still in the stream, Flaw, peace out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting with us. You have a good night.